All right. So we're about to get started. Looking good here. All right. What's the story? How's our health? Are we healing? Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Bitrate. Oh, solid. Okay. Stream health. How are we? Excellent. Okay. There we go. I'm joining. All right. Is this working? Did we actually get it like immediately? I mean, I see I'm hosting. I got it immediate. All right. Well, welcome back to Tuesday Tezday, folks. I'm here with Kryptonio. And this week we're running a community call. We'll start like we always do with a few headlines and updates from around Tezos. Then we'll open up the floor and let the conversation go where it goes. If you're new, feel free to hang back and listen. If you've been around and want to jump in later, we'll make the room. Let's start with a few updates from the past week. First up, we have a year-end reflection from Yoshi on Tezos Commons. It's called Tezos Reflecting on 2025, and it looks back at the year through the lens of art, culture, and presence. Rather than running through milestones, the piece focuses on what it felt like to be involved day to day, writing, hosting Artsy Friday, building Article of the Month, showing up in physical spaces, and watching how those small, repeated efforts added up over time. It's part personal reflection, part documentation of how the Tezos art side continued to take shape in 2025. Not all at once, but through consistency and people staying engaged. If you've been around this year and want something that captures the rhythm of it, this one's worth reading. It's live now over at news.tezoscommons.org. Next up is Kryptonio's Month at a Glance for December over on Spotlight. It's a wide-angle look at how the Tezos stack closed out the year. Instead of chasing headlines, the piece walks through what actually moved in December. Drop.art going live, Farfadet landing on Etherlink and getting patched quickly, Talon moving into its final governance phase, and a bunch of smaller changes that show the machinery doing what it's supposed to do. There's also a quick sweep of ecosystem updates, things like Umami bringing shielded Tez into a regular wallet flow, Lizzie expanding real-world payments, Uranium hitting its 1-year mark, and Etherlink tightening up its dev tooling with the ShadowNet move. It's less about one big moment and more about continuity. Protocol work progressing, platforms shipping, integrations stacking up, and community activity continuing through the holidays. If you want a clean snapshot of where things actually landed at the end of 2025, this one's worth your time. It's live now on spotlight.tezos.com. If you're trying to keep up with what's happening across Tezos, the baking sheet is the easiest way to do it. It's a short weekly email with the project updates and community moves that actually matter, nothing extra. You can sign up at bakingsheet.tezoscommons.org. Quick heads up as well, nominations for this month's Tezos Community Rewards program are open. There are 2 ways to nominate. You can fill out the short form at tezoscommons.org/rewards, or you can post on social media using hashtag TezosCRP. That's the tag we track. Just using CRP on its own won't necessarily get picked up. If you're tagging someone else's post, that's enough. If you're making your own post, like a short list of names, add a line about what each person did. That context helps us review nominations properly. So again, use the form or tag TezosCRP with your reason. All right, well, that's what stood out from the past week. Like we mentioned at the top, this is a community call. We're going to start opening the mic. If you've got an update, a question, or something you've been thinking about lately, feel free to request. No rush. We'll ease on into it. Kryptonio, how the heck are you, my man? Welcome, welcome.
Hello. I'm doing good, man. What about you?
I'm doing well, doing well. It's bright and sunny and freezing where I'm at, which, you know, I don't know if that's a good combo or not, but, you know, at least I can see.
Freezing. Oh.
Not as cold as you, though, right? It's kind of cold where you're at.
I mean, yeah. There's always someplace colder, right?
I guess that would be true. That would be true.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been just going around for next year. I see a lot of complaining going around about the algo again.
Yes.
Did I miss anything?
Well, there was something that I believe the ex-core team shipped. They all blamed this guy named Nikita, who's the head of product. But a lot of people found that their reach may have been diminished, I guess would be the word. I could say that it had to do with perhaps the world we work in or what we decide to spend our time doing, but some people seem to be having success still, so I don't know. I would say that they probably eliminated something on the back end and then reinstated it recently. I would say that probably did happen.
Yeah, maybe. But in general, I don't like that, like the direction they're taking, you know, where you have to be mindful of how much you post and all that stuff. It
I
really
feel
takes
like
out the
that's a
fun of the
terrible
platform,
move.
right?
I'm with you. I think that's a terrible move. Why would you want people not using the application?
Yeah. Like you can't have a conversation or anything, you know, like I want to comment 20 times in 30 seconds. What's the problem, you know?
Right.
Shouldn't be penalizing you or anything. Anyway. Wait. I saw Ryan requesting. I tried to accept, but I see him as a listener.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's the usual
Yeah.
glitch that it doesn't
Yeah,
make you speaker until you
the
speak.
site, man. Speaking of direction, right?
I was just going to
Yeah,
pretend
no,
like
you
I
need to
didn't hear
speak.
him. I was going to be like, oh, Ryan's up? I don't hear him. And then really mess with him, you know? How you doing, Ryan?
You do
Then-
that a lot. You fuck with people during technical, you know,
Turmoil?
And I don't know, like maybe you're not hearing me, you know.
Right.
Like-
Well, I didn't do it this time, although I did threaten it.
You did respond to what I just said, so
That's
yes.
correct, because I can hear you, Mr.
can.
Aryang Tana.
Sometimes. Hey guys, just saying hi.
How you doing, my man? Welcome, welcome.
How are you doing, Ryan?
Good. Yeah, the new year, trying out new stuff. Oh yeah, I should mention. We had an unfortunate incident with Bosque Gracias. I think Kryptonia was there to hear it.
Oh, yes. Well,
Yeah. We were gonna talk about that obviously and bring it up
Okay.
because it was so sad, man. So sad. And I mean,
Yeah.
it hurts, man.
to Bosque Gracias
Devastating.
especially, man. Oh, fuck. Hell, yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to talk about
Let me
it.
actually go find their post, one of the
Yeah.
posts to pin it up here. 'Cause,
So
yeah,
a long time Tezos member, and he's been very, very involved with Tez Tones, and yeah, he's been here a long time. But unfortunately, they were doing an art residency in the Patagonia forest, I think, in Argentina. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, and there's a fire there, and their compound got burnt down. So, yeah. Oh, it just happened in the last couple of days, and it looks pretty devastating. So,
It is. It was actually, I think, like a number of buildings that they had at the residency, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think a good number of them got completely burnt out, like destroyed.
Yeah.
So
So we're trying to scramble to like kind of do a fundraiser or show some support. But
Yeah, let me find also the post where they had their Tezos domains, F domain, stuff like that for people that might wanna, contribute support with donations. Otherwise, also anyone can go and collect whatever they can from their art,
yeah, yeah,
if you want to. And I think there was also a This is a Raid campaign going on for them,
yep.
right?
We're probably thinking of doing something with Taya as well, but yeah, that's to come as we don't have all the information yet. So yeah, just trying to figure out what to do next.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah, but luckily, it seems like everyone is okay though. At least,
Yeah, and just to give some context, they are not just community members. Like they use the residency to cultivate and onboard a lot of artists as well into
Mhm.
A
Tezos
ton.
and into the
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot like in
They
Arch.
they
Yeah,
they were also in charge of the event. Like they helped organize the whole event at Buenos Aires recently. Like they were super active in the
yeah.
community. So
They've been doing interesting things on Decentraland as well. So
yeah.
we're thinking of getting involved. But
Okay, yeah.
yes,
The latest pinned tweet. You can see there's domains, and there's also the link to their profile on object in case you just want to collect some of their artwork. Ideally, I would say select, in the filters to put in the primary, to buy straight from the primary, because a lot of their pieces are already sold out or are on the
mhm.
secondary. But yeah, just
I
quick.
just sent some to him directly, but yeah, whatever you can.
Yeah, whatever you prefer, obviously.
Uh, on a related note, though, uh, I'm trying. Trying something out. We're trying to do a gaming night of sorts on Wednesday nights. So
Oh.
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
8
at
p.m. UTC?
8 p.m.
PST
what?
Oh,
Pacific time.
PST.
Let me
PM.
check that. Let me check that.
8
8,
p.m.
8 p.m.
PST.
PST.
That'd be like probably like 4 in the
PST.
morning for you, Kryptonio.
Yeah. So
That's
if you're
actually
if you're
6
feeling
a.m.,
like
bro.
Oh, you can make it. You're down. You're going to get up. You'll have your coffee by then.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a lack of dedication here, but
Right?
it's
I mean,
okay.
it's just 6 a.m. Come
I
on.
mean,
No,
I
no,
have
no, I mean,
I have late night meetings the previous day. That's the
yeah.
problem. Like I
So
can't
I don't
even
know.
sleep early.
It's supposed to be a very casual thing. So like if you have time and you want to show up, sure. Just
But you
but
have
it'll
to wear
be
the
in our
uniform?
TezCon Discord,
Ooh.
and if anyone's interested, because the last so the kind of the problem is that whenever we talk to people, we don't know what game to play because everyone's playing something different, you know.
I
So
don't
if
know
it's
how to
just
play
me and my
Mahjong, so we can't play
brothers,
Mahjong.
mahjong, yeah, like you play Arc Raiders, me and my brother plays Overwatch, and it's kind of very hard to coordinate that. But
I have Minecraft. Remember, there's the community Minecraft server, brother.
there's also that. So I was thinking like, okay, like maybe be more fun to just turn it into a hangout session. So maybe we can go on Minecraft and just look around, and just because I know you guys are working on some cool stuff there. Could also I wanted to do like a tour of Decentraland since Bosque was like very active on there recently,
That sounds
and
fun.
it sounds fun because it's not Tezos, but it is decentralized, and you see a lot of random things people have been making, and it's kind of fun. Like I actually really enjoy just so maybe you can take like a walking virtual tour or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so if any of that interests you, Let me make a post to our invite to Discord channel, and we'll see.
Nice.
But
Yeah. You need to post it though.
But it's yeah. This is not an official Tezos thing. It's just like,
It's an
hey, if you
official
wanna come.
TezCon thing.
It's in the official TezCon Discord, but don't feel pressured to talk about NFTs.
Yeah, you have to go
Yeah.
in and pitch your whole project. You have to tell us about, like launch dates. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
totally chill.
Tell us about your latest coin and why we should get in, and
Mhm. And then put your Bogdanov twin gifs in there. Pump it.
oh, how do I post the link?
Well, you put a link in a
Wh-
post,
wh-
and then you hit
which
post.
one is it? If you have it posted anywhere, I can pin it.
Let
Well,
me just,
Ryan is confused.
There
I'll
are-
take
there
this
are no
moment to
comments,
say,
in this
hello,
space,
Red.
unfortunately.
Welcome to the stage. How the heck are you, lady?
Hey, I'm good, but I'm so glad that Ryan is bringing up all of this stuff. And I'm looking at Taya Cafe right now, and I'm like, am I a fucking idiot? How have I never put any of my music on there?
oh, yeah. We haven't been
no,
marketing much, honestly, but thanks.
okay.
Yeah.
You said that wrong.
No,
You
but
should say we've been stealth marketing.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
exactly.
You got it all
Blanks.
framed wrong. You didn't say we haven't been marketing. You say we've been stealth marketing. It's a stealth launch.
There's still a big component that's missing, which is we're trying to integrate it with L2s to do tracking. So that's what we'll be working on this year.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's going to be the Spotify of Tezos, hopefully.
Are you
That's
talking
what we're-
about Teslink?
Yeah, so we put in a proposal of like working on this to integrate the copyright system that Taya already has with some kind of L2. So either Etherlink or Teslink or whatever happens to work.
That sounds fancy.
It's fancy. It's going to take a shitload of work, but I think it's worth it. So, yeah, but that's later. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, that's the gist of it.
So, Red, what's new with you? I haven't been able to talk to you in a hot minute. You've been hosting spaces. You've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, she gone. All right, that was it then. Thanks for joining. That was awesome.
Hey, she did disappear. What the?
Yeah, she's.
Did I scare her
requesting
off?
again.
I'm sorry.
No, I think.
Can
she
you
probably
hear
got-
me?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay,
now.
No,
yeah, we
can-
can hear you now.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah, we can hear
rugged.
you now.
I rugged, obviously. No,
It was black jokes. Sorry for that.
Sorry, I tend
They're
to
so
scare
bad.
people off
I'm
with
sorry, they're so
technical
bad.
talk sometimes, so I thought you know.
Oh no, I'm not frightened at all. I was just rugging, and it's not a bad interruption, but like I'm glad you were bringing up the topic of different fun things to do in the activities. Because like Blangs, I think it was you did a whole thing about, it was you that made the video, and you were talking about how you kind of shifted a little bit from just trying to like, get number of people onto the
Yep.
Tezos ecosystem and wanting to do something new. And I had kind of had to think about that too, just because in general, I get a lot of like pushback, from people, for
Mhm.
whatever reason. But that's like any blockchain, right? People are going to have pushback for whatever reason. But it's interesting that, Ryan was bringing up, what if we play this or we play that? And like a week ago, I was saying, well, what about maybe playing Sugarverse and live streaming it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's already the Tez Tones. They do the live stream thing. And I swear to God, I'll get over my fear of doing something like that with all these beautiful people. I mean, Yoshi does it. But like,
Yeah, if
what
Yoshi does it,
things
you can do it.
yeah, I can do it. I can do it. But like, I was just curious. Obviously, I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. But I was just curious from a standpoint of,
Oh no.
Okay, that's her
Is she
rugging.
rugged again?
Yeah.
Yeah, right when she
She-
got
she's
to the
just-
point.
she's
She's
just
really
getting
good at
into
that.
it.
She's like,
Well, the
build,
positive
build,
thing
build.
is that it's not me who is rugging. So
They'll say
well,
connected.
We don't rug.
kind of talking about what she was
It's
starting
coming back
saying
up.
is like this year.
can you hear me?
Oh, there she is.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Please continue.
I'm sorry for all the rugging, but like I was curious about like I mean, I want to live stream Sugarverse because I think it's fucking adorable and I have it on my iPad and my phone. But I was curious what other things people might be kind of fun to live stream because here's the whole gaming mentality, right? Which I think is a good mentality for us to have, period. Is like people aren't, if people likes to be part of something because it's fun, because they're involved, because their friends are doing it, then they'll just want to be there. Like, you know, gamers in the Web 2 space don't go, oh, I need to play this game Sony or because it's good for my bank account. No, they're just having fun. So, I mean, Ryan started talking about that, but I was also curious about like what kind of other things in the Tezos ecosystem do you think people might be interested in doing? But like, I want to do Sugarverse for real because it's fucking adorable.
It's a good game. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've tried live streaming a little bit last year, different things. Mostly experimenting, so nothing really stuck. But I do think the general idea of like we being honest, like right now the NFT and crypto does not have a great reputation, and I feel that when I start talking about it, with normies. So, it's unfortunate, but it's just something we got to deal with, and we have to say, but we're different over here, and I think like the best way to do that is just do things outside of crypto and talking about. I started a podcast recently where the main point is to talk about things outside of crypto and try to bring it in back into the Web3 world rather than the other way around, right? Like, which is usually the case. So, yeah, anything anyone can do. We have to show to people that we're at least somewhat normal, it's a little bit.
There's nothing worse than being weird around people that you're trying to, I don't know, win the trust of. That's the worst thing you can do. Just be weird.
That's part of the
Don't take
reason
them
why
to your Loco Moco joint and be like, this is the best food on earth until they're ready to receive that.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I post pictures of food once in a while, because
Pictures
look,
of Loco
I'm
Moco
vegan.
is not going to sell Loco Moco, bro. Because unless you know what that is, dude, it doesn't. It's like poutine. Do people, unless you know what poutine is, man, and you take a picture of it and you send it to someone, they'll be like, "What the hell are you eating?"
What are you talking about? People like that pic. People like
Of
the
poutine?
Not poutine. I don't even know what that is, but
It sounds delicious, though, doesn't it? Poutine.
What is it? What is poutine?
Poutine is it's French fries with brown gravy and cheese curds.
That sounds okay.
It's Canadian.
I can feel my heart stopping, but
how do we always end up talking about food?
Because Ryan comes up and he's a foodie.
Because we're human.
It's important, Food is you can't hear me anymore, can you?
I can hear you, and food is important.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes.
There's a great chef who once said, food is the most accessible art form because everyone has to eat. So, I mean, I'm not joking. Like, I feel like that's good that Ryan's doing that. So what I'm gathering from Ryan is that it's okay if we want to talk about our shit, but we do need to do stuff that's not necessarily Web3 related, just to get people's trust. Yes. And do stuff we actually want to do and live stream stuff other than stuff in the Tezos ecosystem, because I'm going to be honest, guys, I loved interviewing a shit ton of you last year because I didn't know a lot of you. And I was, I knew about the ecosystem, but I wasn't like in the ecosystem. And as much as I love interviewing you all, and I'm happy to do it again sometime, especially if you want to do it, like, I'm just feeling bad because I'm like, but I want to increase people in the Tezos ecosystem. I mean, and how are we and they do need to know what you guys are working on, but I'm also thinking like, how can we also contribute to make it something that people want to be a part of? And it seems like, Ryan's onto something. I just want to feel like I can actually be more views.
Mm,
You're
yeah, I
doing
don't know.
great.
What like
Your
what are
outreach
you
is awesome.
interested in? Like what do you like to do, Red, outside of
Yeah, do you
crypto?
dance? Are you a dancer?
You're a singer, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's right there, the music,
I
the
mean,
music
a
part.
good example, I would say is what Flex did recently. No, Flex also
Oh
works.
yeah, with the
For
MTV
example,
thing.
the thing
Yeah.
he did with the MTV Rewind and everything
Oh no,
is
that's so
great.
amazing. Yeah.
It caught on very well. He created basically a Rewind for MTV that closed down, and even Rolling Stones put an article on it. So he had a
Yeah,
bunch of
I think he's
donations and
interviewing
everything.
it. I think he's interviewing the New York Times as we speak. Like, it's
Damn.
crazy.
See, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't know if you guys checked out his tezfm.xyz music player for Tezos music. It's basically the same design, the same, I assume, the same website basically, but and since he is active in the Tezos ecosystem, I bet that's, for example, a real good showcase, let's say, or actually, advertising for Tezos, right? And I actually loved his music player for Tezos NFTs. I don't know if you guys checked it out. You can like submit a playlist and everything, or create your own playlist of NFTs. And we have a lot of good music on Tezos. At the same time, we do have Tez Stones, for example, which is a great initiative, right? But all these things, I think, it also needs a little bit of luck sometimes. Like one thing can catch on, go viral, and then explode.
Yeah.
It also needs consistency, refinement. So a lot of this stuff are happening for the first time as well with Web3 and everything. So you need to also refine them very well until it makes sense for the simple user to just jump in with as less friction as possible. But yeah, like the first thing that came to mind as a recent event was that of Flex. A good thing.
And if they find out about him, they'll learn like, oh, he's also does these things on Tezos, and oh, that's interesting. Here's a
and
music thing.
We're talking about 500,000 visitors to the website in like few days, right? Like
Yeah,
3, 5
it's
days.
It's only
way
like
more than that at this
700,000
point.
unique
Yeah.
visitors, like over 1 million.
At this point, yeah, it's
visits.
much higher. Yeah.
So I think that's the thing. Like maybe we shouldn't. Like it's really I really love talking to all the Tezos people here. You guys are like my bubble of sanity in this world. So I really appreciate everyone, but at the same time, we have to kind of go out, step out of our comfort zones, and talk to normal people, which is a drag sometimes. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with being normal, and meet them where they are, right? If they're so I don't know. I don't have honestly, I don't have a lot in common with most people, but I know that everyone eats food.
Yeah, we're all weirdos here.
So I focus, like I really like Overwatch is like a huge thing for me because this is like one thing I actually do that is like at least somewhat normal. It's the only activity between me and my brother that we have common, So I don't know. So I'm just trying to like think about those things.
Circling back to what Red said, I do think that gaming
But you know
is
what?
one.
The way you, Ryan. Carry on.
Keep going, Red.
I missed. No. What about the way?
Can you hear me?
You're rugging pretty bad, lady.
Yes. Yeah, you're lagging a little bit.
Going in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you going through a tunnel?
She
has a delay. Yeah.
I really wanted to hear what she had.
She probably went over a hill up in Beverly Hills.
I'm very self-conscious.
She just went around one of those blind corners that sucked up all her.
What is my problem?
Signal.
Am I not posting food in the
Now
right
I
way?
see Fendel
There we
as a
go. There's
speaker.
the
Is that
voice
just
system.
fake
Okay.
Fendel on the stage, or is it real Fendel?
I can get better.
Must be fake Fendel.
How do you want me to post about food? I will do it. Anything for the audience.
More
Yeah, I
pineapple.
don't see her up,
Ah,
but I see her reacting though. So
Fendo's here.
Yeah, I see
oh,
Fendel.
Fendel.
Yay!
Sorry, man.
Oh, God.
Fendel's here too. But with
Oh.
all this talk about food, can you hear me?
Yes.
Only if it has to do with pineapples.
Can you hear me? Okay, cool. All this talk about food.
Every time.
Okay.
Every time when she's about to get
Makes
into the meat of it.
Oh,
We can't hear
Pizza
you,
dough.
unfortunately.
That was the greatest. All this talk about food. Pizza dough.
And
You said it
pizza
all right
dough.
there. Pizza dough. That's it. That's all you had to say. Because the rest of it, who knows?
that's all I
That's the only
Can you
thing
still
we heard.
hear me okay?
Oh, we heard that part. We heard that part.
We
But
heard-
yeah, it
Red,
was.
Red, you're lagging, and everything we say comes with a delay to you. So yeah, we'll stop talking now, so you can go on and say what you want.
Do it quick.
So, but yeah, I mean, like pizza. I think pizza dough is a good thing for us to get into. I mean, but like even with pizza dough, I mean, it's food, right? And they
Mhm.
only support local, pizzerias, and it's just like obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys would love a way for people to be able to pay with Tez. And with Venmo now, people can pay with Ethereum, Solana, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. And if a business has Square Up, they can pay with Bitcoin. But like if we're going down the route of food, I don't know if you guys have any like people that are local with pizza. I don't know if that's a bad route to go down. If we want to live stream ourselves doing something normal. If that's the whole thing this year, that we're trying to be a little bit more normal, that might not be a bad place to
It's a
focus
lost
some
cause
energy.
for me.
Buy some
but
people
I will
some
try.
pizza.
Yeah. Well, actually, Fendo knows a lot of local businesses in Seattle area, and we're hoping to tap in some of that with TezCon this year. So there is something there, and we want to also bring in. Our plan is to bring in one local band at least, so that people, yeah, just like make connections to the real
Someone want to
world.
go spend
And-
1,000 Tez on pizza?
I mean, I don't know. We don't have to.
Talking about DAOs, I do want to remind that we have home base on Tezos for anyone interested in creating a DAO. It's like a super simple UI to create a DAO. You can also create your own token for the DAO and have test-based voting, and you can like adjust however you want.
Isn't the
and
ecosystem
this-
DAO based off that home base?
Yes, and that's where I was going to, because I think it's called Zarmi put in a proposal, Fafo Lab actually, for a backup node for Tezos NFTs. It's called Porcupine, I think. So what it will do is that it will keep running, monitoring wallets and everything, and repinning stuff to IPFS to keep them, safe and everything. And he actually applied for that to create that for funding in the Tezos ecosystem DAO. And I think one of these days the funding is gonna get to him. It's been voted by the community. It was approved and everything. So that's also another interesting thing that is good for the art community in Tezos once that thing goes live.
Yes.
Okay, I see Red back down in the listeners.
She dropped. She's like, pizza DAO, peace.
Okay, guys, it's been like at least 10 minutes that Pendle has been up and hasn't said a word. Pendle,
Are you just hanging out?
my man.
Maybe he's too busy just chilling.
He got
Maybe
me
he's got
Nah.
like
wrong.
a sax
Yeah,
track
he
playing in the
thought
background.
These
he
screw
thought
these guys. These guys are ignoring me.
yeah, he thought
I'm
we
out
will
of
never
here.
give him
I will
any
show
mic, so
them. Well, hopefully we'll get to talk to Fennel soon.
Yeah, apparently he caught a cold this week, so as well. So, something's been going around, man. Super K flu.
What?
No, that's the name of the flu. Super K. I think that's right. Hold on.
Really? I'm really disappointed in people if this is a thing right now. It's a cold.
Yep, it's all called Super K. Well, my whole family got sick a couple weeks ago.
So it's your fault. You infected the world.
Probably. I mean, we're all collectively.
Everybody was fine till you got
guilty.
it, and now some Super K version has manifested because of our
Yeah,
Yang
Super-
Tana.
I was like, Special K. That's what I heard first. I'm like, isn't that a drug?
I thought it
Like,
was a cereal.
That's a different kind of
I see.
epidemic, man.
I see Kevin down in the audience, and I was just about to say before he showed up that I saw he just posted on Tezos Agora.
Oh, he was. Yeah,
like
we
an
were talking
article,
about that
yeah,
earlier.
about getting
Okay.
Tezos assets on Coinbase. The
Oh, I thought he
decentralized
may have
trade.
posted an article on Super K.
Yeah. Oh,
He
there we
should.
go. I
Well,
think
he is Super K. I see requested. Kevin, I'll accept it. Well, actually, I'll have Kryptonio accept it because when I touch things, it breaks. I don't like to touch things.
What's up,
Hi.
Kevin?
Yes,
Kevin.
I did post on Agora. Hello, how are you?
Super fantastic,
Hey
but I'll get
again.
better. How are you, buddy?
Good. Yeah, last week I said I was going to post that then, and for people to call me out on it if I didn't. Nobody called me out on it.
Because it needed a week, didn't it?
That was a test to see if anybody would call
We
me
were
out. I
letting
could
you
have
hold
published
yourself
that.
Your
accountable,
long
sir.
title,
I was
man.
ready.
I mean, we wouldn't call you out for that, man.
Should.
You know, things come
Nah.
up.
I
man.
ask you to.
We're not an
Um,
adversarial force against you,
No.
sir.
Well, no, it was good. It did need those punch ups. I needed to tie it into maybe a larger statement. But yeah, because it's yeah, and so this is the title I went with. That's the last thing I had to figure out. Um, but I think it's a good, like, that's what people care about the most. But I did want to make it into a larger discussion and lead to that of like how we think of Tezos X, how we think of these runtimes, what the best use cases of them are for. But basically what it is there is, so you can get any Tezos token you can get listed on Coinbase without having to go through the listings process, and all the custodial fees and that whole centralized jazz. Like that was the problem. That's why you couldn't get things listed on Coinbase before. Or like moving to a different standard or something. You could get Tezos assets there. So and using the frameworks and the tools we already have in the ecosystem. So and this started with like noticing this announcement that came from Coinbase, which has their own blockchain called Base. That's their EVML2 Base, and they have this company that's one of their Coinbase Ventures companies called Aerodrome Dex. And to promote Aerodrome Dex, they have this deal where if you have pools of a certain amount of depth, but really, I think they said like anything. I think that's the ultimate plan. Uh, Anything in the pools on Aerodrome Dex, they get listed on Coinbase, so you could buy it with a credit card or whatever. So, and it'll say when you buy it, like this thing is from a Dex, like a little note for that, but who cares? It's not a big deal. The point is, people get to do what they want to do, which is buy something on Coinbase. But the issue is you have to be on Base, and we got Tezos assets on Tezos. So the way to do it, the optimal way, is using the tools we already have. We have Etherlink, which is a EVM conduit, and that's how to think of it. It's for those of us coming from the Tezos world, not from the outside. It's a way to optimize things for EVM. That's Tezos, part of the Tezos ecosystem. So we bridged USD Tez because that's what we wanted to do, get it on Coinbase. We bridged it to Etherlink first, and then from Etherlink, we bridged it over to Base using the layer 0 OFT contract. So all of that is at the Etherlink bridge website. You can hop from one to the other. It's easy. Um, so that got USD Tez on Base. And then we made a aerodrome pool for it. And then we registered it on Basescan and all of that. So the idea here, though, is by leaving that trail behind, it also creates opportunities at the layers before it for liquidity to be resupplied over to downstream. And that creates opportunities for arbitrageurs to rebalance pools and to do bridging arbitrage and things like that. And that also helps distribute price setting and participation and all of that stuff. So but there's also stuff that we need besides just the depth that we like. We want to get liquidity depth for these pools. We want to have an XTZ USDTZ pool, and we thought that getting the USDTZ there was the hard part, but surprisingly, there's no XTZ on Base. Like there isn't a wrapped XTZ on Base, even though we've had this integration with Layer 0 for a long time, where we've had the OFT bridge on the Etherlink site. We don't have wrapped XTZ on Base. So if you go to Basescan, there is something that says it's Tezos, that it says it's XTZ, but that's not legit. I don't know who did that or who made that, but it's not a verified Basescan page. You need the URL, email address of the URL for that asset or whatever to verify it. So basically, to get it on Base, we not only have to we could do that deployment. We could get XTZ on Base now. Just deploy those contracts, and then you can do it. But it's not going to be verified on Basescan. You need somebody with a Tezos.com email address to say, yeah, this is legit, and do it. So it should come from like a Trilitech or Nomadic or something. Like that's probably who should be doing it. Maybe Commons can do it, but yeah. And in that way, we'd have XTZ USD Tez being the kind of the day trading pool. Like that's the point of like getting there. People have been trading Tezos for USD to billions of dollars a year volume for years now. So and they'll do it for any USD coin. If there's arbitrage, people trade. And then we have a USDC USD Tez pool, and that's the supply pool. That's like the clearinghouse for where if you buy USD Tez on Coinbase, like that's where they're drawing it from in a stable way. So yeah, but any asset could do it. And we want it to be a model for other tokens on Tezos to say you can get onto Coinbase. And like what a great utility of Etherlink as this optimal conduit and these bridges. And it also starts a pattern of being export led with our assets. In 2025, we were just import led. And it was just about like, let's reduce all frictions and get people in on Etherlink. Do they have to get to the L1? No, that's too much friction. Just get them to Etherlink. And they're technically in the ecosystem. Okay. So, but that's just import led. And it doesn't retain well, and it becomes just as frictionless to get for them to leave. But if you if you start with exports and you're like, this thing is valuable, you should go and get this, or people are making yield off of this, well, then that naturally attracts people from the outside. And it encourages them to go deeper and deeper to the center of Tez because that's where their margins are better, even if it's just to resupply a pool that's downstream. And that's how you create a sustainable growing economy. And that's where incentives for liquidity stop becoming just something to bring a number up and start becoming something to permanently attract and compound that activity and liquidity. That's all.
Yeah,
It's the
That's
best
it.
system.
we've
That's
been
it.
talking about it earlier, but I do think like Coinbase is kind of moving towards a more decentralized exchange systems, right? So they
Yeah.
can,
So on some level, we just needed to wait. If we wanted to be complete decentralization hawks and not want to go through the centralization ways or the expense of that, this is an example of how we needed to wait for the industry to come to us, as opposed to us going to the industry. So that's what's available now. It's been very successful for Coinbase or for Aerodrome. That is, they've been getting a lot of volume or a lot of supply of their liquidity pools because of it. And OKX, they're following suit. They're noticing that success, and they're doing something similar with their decks. And I think we'll see a lot more of that in the future. But yeah, we can use these tools to outreach and implant ourselves in other areas, and then passively draw them to come to us, just based on the inherent margin returns
yeah,
that they're
I
already
think
getting.
Tezos, a project like Tezos could do well in that environment. And
Mhm.
yeah, because the problem has been like it's too centralized, right? At a lot of these exchanges, but if the benefits of using XTZ can come out, right in your Coinbase wallet, that'd be great. Because they can't manage all those millions of coins out there, right? It's impossible. I think they reached a point where they're like, oh man, I don't know, it's just too much, right? I think yeah. I don't know. I see them like making or asking a lot of questions about like what to do next, and maybe this is it.
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly, I'm not really sure on the actual effect it will have. Like, how many users do you think that start on base and everything will move to seek more opportunities in the Tezos
Yeah, I mean
ecosystem?
we don't know, right? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's more like the arbitrage, like the margins are better. So I
Hmm.
outlined that in the Agora piece. Like I actually kind of walk through the user experience.
Can you do a
Um,
quick summary on that?
yeah,
Like,
sure.
elaborate on why the margins are better?
So right. So if you're like, the way it starts is if you notice like an arbitrage opportunity, it's like, oh, I got to
Hmm.
get USD Tez. Well, the first route is, well, let me just buy it from here from Coinbase. I'll do that until it's like, oh, well, now there's slippage or I can't buy it to enough depth because there's not enough there for me to go, or the fact that I'm doing it, it's like somebody is supplying this because there's another pool here that's USDC, USD, Tez, and then that keeps getting rebalanced. So somebody has to rebalance that. But where do they get those tokens to do it? So you can't just draw it from itself. The whole point is you have to rebalance the thing. So you go a layer deeper and you bridge it from Etherlink, which is supposedly so convenient that it's just a hop away from all the other base chains. And you can bridge it over. You can use Jumper. You can use the Etherlink bridge. But when there's money on the floor, people are drawn to it, and that's one of the constants that we've learned over the last 6 years. It may take some time for discovery amongst a wide group of people, but eventually people catch on. So that happens just because people are looking to rebalance stuff. Um, and I've already had some people reach out about like when they heard my rumblings on this and they wanted to do it. So, but then after that, like you go onto Etherlink, and where do you get it from? Well, probably the clearinghouse for that is Curve, but and then so because that's going to be the larger stable swap pool. But also there's price rebalancing that goes on there too, and there's price setting that would go on say Hanji, right? And then from there, though, there's only a limited amount of supply you can have there until you need to rebalance it again or rebalance it at that clearinghouse. So where does that come from? Well, eventually they discover, well, somebody is bringing this over from some arbitrageur is doing it. Like it'll start with like one person or two people, and then others will say, I want to get my full return. I want to get the full margin. I want to get what they're getting. So then they go another layer deeper, and then now they're on the L1. And then it's like, okay, they can get from those pools and they source it from there. And then they can do the bridging all by themselves and they can get at whatever depth they want,
But how
going
much?
directly. And then from
But
there, they
how?
go on to minteries.
Yeah, but how much
Mhm.
arbitrage opportunity do you think like will be created? Like it would require a hefty amount of liquidity to be, worth it
Yeah.
for
So
many
the way
different
it's worked
arbitrageurs
for us,
to
yeah. So the way
go
it's
into
worked
it.
for us, and I can tell you just at a base level of people who mint and redeem USD Tez that do all this, and they've been
I
doing it
was one
for,
of them, you know
yeah,
that.
yeah, the people who do it at like a systemic kind of a way, not like for the retail pools, but like they have bots set up and that kind of thing, is they do it like they'll accumulate a lot and they'll go by those margins and then they'll do it in like, whether it's once a month or like after it hits a certain threshold for them, whatever's enough for them. Some people do it in small amounts and they just do it
I
recurrently, which to
think
me, I think it's a
the
waste of time for them, but they'll do it. I get it. Um,
Yeah, I think
so
the main benefit of this is like it would make the market more legible, more fair, because as a user of Coinbase, the big thing that sticks out to me is that when I go on Coinbase, my staking rewards are only like 3 to 4%. Like if you self custody, it's like jumps all the way to 9 to 10, and it's not small. It's
yeah, yeah.
that's a lot of money, man, that they're just kind of pocketing in between, right?
Yeah, I think that's
So
another good point because it's a multifaceted
Tezos is
draw
competitive.
in
Yeah,
that,
Tezos is really
like,
competitive, even
when
in yeah,
well, to the effect that people will realize they're not, if they're sticking to something downstream, they're not getting the full benefit that they'd be getting as if they source it
yeah,
from the raw source. So yeah, the most basic example of that is with staking. It's like
yeah.
it's a little bit different, but it is kind of the
But it's
same.
part
It's
of
like if I go
the
to the source,
yeah,
if I
yeah,
get a Tezos wallet and I figure out a baker and I stake my Tez to them, I'm getting more. And people trade off that kind of convenience for profits, but eventually people work their way up. It's not at first, but eventually they,
hmm
like, increment by increment they move up. So the thrust is centripetal in that manner. And that's the way we should design any program that has outreach to the netherverse of DeFi on other chains. It's how do we attract them to come towards the center, not let's create a destination that's where they are because we don't think they're going to come here. It's like, well, no, you have to go under the implicit hypothesis that people will want to come here. And if they come here, they're going to want to stay. Otherwise, it's insecure, right? It's just insecure. And it's
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
well, we're going to dress like the cool kids and sit at the cool kids table, and then we'll be cool. It's like, no, you're a poser. And they're seeing that. You can pay them to be your friend, but they're not really your friend, are they? So you want to start with, like, if you come in with confidence, it's honestly the same thing in finance as that. It's like if you come with confidence, that emanates, and it's like, look, we have the goods here in the Tezos native runtimes because they're amazing, and our staking is better, and our asset is better, and we're the better long-term bet, and you want to
yeah,
be here. You don't know you want to be here, you will. Oh,
Yeah,
you want to
but
come
I
here? Let's.
my main
That's how you
concern
should
here
approach
though
this.
my main
Hmm.
concern here though is that, and don't get me wrong, I do think that having presence in all of those other chains by itself is a good thing, to be
Yeah.
there as an asset.
Hmm.
But I don't think that many users will be pulled attracted due to arbitrage, for example, to get more of the asset.
Yeah. Well,
That's
they're not
usually the bots and the people running bot scripts and stuff like that
right,
who
but that's a
are not
class of
really.
people. It's a
Yeah.
different. It's not your typical retail user at all. That's like there are people who they like. That's what they do, and it is interesting. Like as I go, like there are people like they make their money like that, and even though, like even if I tell certain people like, oh, why don't you do this kind of arbitrage if you're doing that kind of arbitrage. It's arbitrage, right? And they're like, no, that's not how I make my money. They're very specific towards certain lines of doing things because, like, that's how they think of it. And I get it. I mean, it's a connected framework in your mind, and then there's a system. It's not like that's the axis in which they pivot. So yeah, that's how they do things. So once there's money there, people find it. but it's not like your retail driven participant. It's not your day trader per se. That's its own thing, but that is something that is its own kind of class of participant. The day trader that finds arbitrage in maybe the largest USD pools or whatever asset to
Yeah,
USD,
it is a
different
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
And then there's the small stable coins. And then there are others who are like, hey, people aren't looking at this because they're just looking at USD T. And then there's a lot of stable coins. Just go on like Aave and look at the list of all the stable coins that they have pools for. Look at Morpho. But it's like, but people like that's undercapitalized. And so then they are able to get their edge that way. So like people discover these things because everyone's looking for the next edge. Um, and it's precisely because it's not obvious that makes it enticing.
Yeah,
And
I
that's what
feel
we look
like
for.
Coinbase has distorted the markets with their because their
Well, that's not
returns
really okay. Yeah.
well, I mean, like the returns you see on all the coins when you log into their site, they're not accurate. It's just they're kind of like almost making it up, because it's like yeah, and they don't participate in governance, right? And it's just like, well, you're just kind of taking their word for it, right? And so, and anything that brings it closer to like an actual market, I think will help Tezos.
Yeah, I don't think it actually matters so much that because people get like annoyed by this, but it's like it doesn't matter that they don't vote for governance at all because the way that Tesla's governance is constructed, it factors that in for our quorum.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
ever decided to suddenly vote, then we would have to have this really hard quorum. Like they would have to do it every time, or else we won't meet
yeah.
quorum. So the fact that they don't do it, that's discounted from the quorum that's necessitated. And then yeah, so we're fine. That's why
Yeah,
We
people like
should
whenever
we
we
should highlight that the last governance period, promotion period, we did reach much higher than the quorum. We had like a super great participation, and actually
oh,
in
really?
just like 3 days, yeah, like
Wow.
the promotion period started, I think, like 31st of December or something like that, and by January 2nd, we were already above the quorum, something like this. You can see
Wow.
it on the Zagora,
Wow.
but yeah, the quorum was like 50%, and we had like 57, 58% participation. So
Within a
that
couple
was really
days.
great to see.
why do you think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is? What do you think were the
Uh,
factors? It wasn't
I don't
contentious.
know, to be honest, because usually you know how it goes. We reach
Only
to
if
the
it's a
last days.
contentious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we reach the last days, and we are hoping some big baker will vote to reach the quorum many
Mm.
times. But this time it was like in just the first 3 days or so, we were already above the quorum and
A lot of
reached
people
much higher.
probably dropped out, and then the people left are more dedicated, maybe.
That's true. Also, yeah. I mean, the number of bakers has decreased. We are at
We're doing
250
we're
something.
cleaning up our team roster on Taya as
But that
well.
wouldn't make the
Yeah.
difference in the like why people would the turnout would be higher. It could be perhaps the holiday timing and people wanting to get over it. Like just
Time of the year, just
Mm.
get it done.
yeah, just get it done before they go on their
But
holiday
Right.
it
stuff.
was the holidays days. It wasn't before.
Mm.
It was like
That's
It
that
New
was
is
Year's
weird.
Eve.
during
Yeah.
Christmas, right?
No,
Like,
no, during New Year's.
New Year's,
December.
New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I once
Hmm.
like I had like I was very close to finally winning a promotion or no proposal vote in 2021 and end of 2021 with the first Ithaca one, and it was literally one baker away. Bakers who are already committed to doing it, but they weren't at their keyboards because of the holiday time. It was a low
Huh.
turnout event. So yeah, I and it was New Year's Eve. That's when it it ended New
Oh,
Year's Eve. So of all times, God damn it.
that's
But it's okay. It's
but
a
at
blessing in
least
disguise. I didn't want to. If I had won that promotion, it would have been a hell to pay for because of other
that's
Different
always
Kevin
extraneous
weird.
today.
reasons of going on. Yeah.
I'm glad I failed. That
Oh
weird
yeah, that's
feeling.
the best way to fail. When afterwards you can be like, "Oh God,
Whew,
thank
whew. Oh
God."
man, dodge a
You don't
tweet.
have to feel bad about it.
Yeah, it's a good sign though if people are participating. Yeah. Oh well, I wasn't like the governance thing is another issue, but I'm just saying like I just get really like I pulled out of most of my money out of Coinbase because I just got really annoyed by like just not like nine to 10 versus the 3 to 4. That's a huge difference, and I'm just started asking myself like why am I even keeping my money in here? What's the point? Like you're there's plenty of fiat on ramps now. There's hundreds of them. It's nothing special. And I get the feeling like Coinbase was trying to become this bank or a hedge fund or somewhere to park your money, but
Crying.
yeah.
But the only thing we do need to get Coinbase to do, like we all should be doing this, is to get them to stake, because they're still
Mm,
delegating from their baker, and that's has an impact on all of us because we need to get to that 50% staking ratio, and we've inched up higher and higher, but we're still not cracking 30% yet.
yeah.
So, and that if they did it, we'd have it instantly because they have so much Tez. They have 20 some percent of, what is it? I don't know what the percentage is, but they
Mm,
have a lot of Tez in that baker. Um, and so there's no reason not to do it. They just haven't done it. It's probably worth it to, like, if one of the corporate arms, or sorry, the operational arms of the ecosystem were to just have someone full time and their whole job is to harass Coinbase into
annoy, yeah.
doing it
Coinbase
and to get it
harassment
long. It's
team.
economically worth it to Tezos, to the price of Tez, to get that done. Because it's been how long
Yeah,
now? I think
maybe
18 months started staking, and they still haven't done it.
maybe could
Makes no
make
sense.
it maybe could make it a thing. I don't know if we like band together and like pester their social media account. That might be effective as well. But someone has to organize all that. So you
Might be part
bug
of their
them,
business model. They might not be able to have something locked for 3 days.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on their end, so it's hard to tell. All I know is that I'm losing a lot of money just keeping my money there. So
No,
I
they,
haven't used
they
Coinbase
already
in
have an
years.
like a, even though they're only doing the delegation, it they do have an unstaking time, I believe, or last I checked, where like
uh,
you do have like a few days
no, they
waiting
do.
anyway. So it's like, why, if they're already doing that and they're not even staking, then they might as well be
It's
staking.
just
They're
some
losing.
system they
They're
made up
only getting
themselves. Yeah.
they're only getting a third of the rewards they could be getting for themselves. Like it cuts into their own
Yeah, I
profits by a
know. It
lot.
doesn't make any sense.
So it's worth it for them to do it. Like whatever cost it would take to change things up, it's worth it. Like it's not, they just aren't aware of that impact. So an awareness campaign would be helpful on that end.
Delegation. Oh, it's about 2 to 3%. Huh. Okay. I mean that makes more sense, I guess. Yeah. So
Somebody run the
staking.
numbers and see how much Tez they have, how much Tez they would
They're
be, how much
actually
they split
making.
it
They're actually
with the
losing
users.
money. They're losing money.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're actually making
it's probably
less.
wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to run the
Less than
numbers
they're
if you take
offering.
if you
Yeah.
take the amount that they're distributing to users, the ones that are actually own it, that they're holding for them, and the amount that they're taking from it, and then see how, and just take that ratio, apply it to what the staking reward would be, which is 3 times more, just multiply it by 3, and then you can calculate exactly how much money they're effectively losing by not doing this.
Yeah.
And
This
then if we
makes
can
no
present that
sense.
number, so if we can present that number to them publicly, then that could spur the alarm. Other that way, it's not so abstract and it's very specific, and there's a dollar number on it, and we can show our work. And then that way, maybe we can convince them.
Okay. Yeah. Show them the money, because they don't care about feelings, but they do
They
care
care
about
about
money. Yeah.
feelings,
They're
man. They care about
so
how they feel.
yeah, how they feel and how they're perceived. Yes, but no, like the most you can get out of delegation is 3.17%, and I think they're offering higher than that. So they are literally losing money every day by not doing this. Yeah, yeah, maybe that's the way.
Just I know, totally off topic, but as a reminder, there are some events coming up. In the Tezos Art World. I pinned up in the bubble. Uh, First one is one of one season, right? On January 26th. So just for the people, from the art part of the community, in case they missed, there are some events coming in January and February, which you might be interested in. Closing the parenthesis, you can keep going.
Quick reset for anyone who did just join. This is Tuesday Tezday, and we're running a community call tonight. We've gone through the news, and we've got the mic open for anyone who wants to jump in. Except for Ryan, he talks too much.
I do. I'm just trying to.
See, he
Full
jumped right in
time.
there. He couldn't help himself. No, I'm kidding.
I'm just trying to fill the awkward silences with words.
Oh, only
Oh,
you
you're
make
great,
it awkward,
man.
sir.
Don't listen to Blanks. Yeah,
Yeah, don't listen to me. I have nothing worthwhile to say.
I don't know what else is going on. I posted a link to a podcast, so I would like to invite anyone here who is interested in becoming a co-host, like a guest speaker on a weird and obscure philosophical topics about Web3 or crypto in general.
Sounds
So-
loaded
Wait,
and
where-
dangerous.
Oh, there we go. Where did you post it? Do you mean like your pinned post?
Underneath this
In the
spaces.
Jumbotron?
No,
No, in the bottom, in the comments.
we don't have comments today.
There's not
Nobody
there's not
posted
a
it.
there's not a comments button on this space.
There we go.
So
Found
yeah.
it. Found it.
So
Java.
yeah, you could check out previous episodes, but yeah, I'm trying to do like interesting takes on crypto that normally doesn't get talked about. So if you have a topic that's really you're feeling really passionate about, I would love to chat about it.
Why does Ethereum always fork when something breaks?
Who's asking that?
Why?
I don't know, because they can't figure out how to
You s-
upgrade their
You
chain. I have
set
no
it up like
idea,
a,
bro.
Why did a chicken cross the road? joke.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was a
Your
joke.
entire intonation was that.
It's beautiful, isn't
damn
it?
it.
That's the worst, right? Edge of the seat, waiting for the punchline. The God's honest question is though, why though?
Why did
Because they're not
Blangs
set up
open
to
his
upgrade.
mouth? Come
Knock,
on,
knock.
come on. Why
don't
did
know.
Blangs
Why?
open
Why?
his mouth?
Why?
Why?
I don't fucking know. You tell me.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't
That's
even know
not
why I
funny.
opened my mouth.
Hey.
That's how you know that we are in the second hour of the space.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Evolved.
We have devolved. Truth be told. Oh, Fendel, get Fendel up here. He'll fix the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's probably
say
gonna drop
something.
an.
Say something
he's-
smart.
He's gonna drop a knock knock joke.
Save
I hope he
us.
just comes in
Save us.
blasting his saxophone.
He did that yesterday. That was cool.
Man, you caught me off guard there.
How did we catch you off guard?
I don't know. I mean, I just didn't have my horn right in my
You gotta
hands
have
here.
the horn, man. I thought you just had that thing strapped to your back everywhere you go, like ready to go, wet read, like your chops are warm, like your fingers are ready to go, cold, warm.
It's the shortest song.
That's the perfect response.
That was it. I told you he had a saxophone strapped to his back.
He does.
Appreciate you, man.
That was an
How are you,
Ornette
Fendel?
Coleman. That was an Ornette Coleman song called Song X.
Oh, actually, wow.
I'm great. Hey, I was wondering if any of you guys have used the Tezos Hyperminter. I basically missed this project, but it's a batch minter, one of one, NFTs on Tezos. You
Isn't
can
that
bulk
by
edit.
Flex?
Yeah,
Isn't
Flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. I have a post ready to pin it up here. I'll find it.
I mean, I have not tried it yet, but I mean, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, whoa, maybe I should like make some art or.
I I haven't yet, but huh. There was a version in the earlier days when I first joined, but that was Hickenlooper. So
And
Yeah,
then
that's
I
some
guess
There we
disdain.
go.
Did you hear that scorn in his voice? The way he said that, the site that shall not be named. I guess.
I
what?
think just so you know, I think there is like a size limit per NFT, if I'm not mistaken, for the hyperminter.
How big?
Or was that for the backup tool he created? I can't remember because he created 2 tools.
it looks like it's
Actually,
100
3.
megabytes
Yeah,
per
100
file.
megabytes. That's right. Yeah.
Were
Okay,
you
yeah,
thinking?
I
Were you
think it
thinking
was.
of like minting something like
A
in
movie.
bulk?
No.
8K
Like
surveillance
I mean,
footage.
I'm always thinking about minting stuff.
no, but like a
But
lot of stuff.
there is one project that I have that I'm really proud of that I have not minted. It's not a music project, but
Okay.
but I would there would need to be some significant work for me before I could just do that. But
Yeah.
I really like the idea. If people are not familiar with it, tezhyperminter.xyz, just go and check it out. And if anybody uses it, I would really love to know like your experience, because I think that's a great tool. I don't know. I kind of feel
Wow.
like there's a bunch of really like decent, really great tools on Tezos, and we don't really have a centralized place of where we're viewing the possibilities, or like maybe not even just Tezos stuff, but like open source, art,
Yeah.
making tools, like digital tools like that we could just go to and just get ideas or inspiration. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, we are working on collecting that with Teo, but yeah, it just kind of depends how things turn out. Who
It's
else
tough,
would be
man.
doing
We
this?
all believe in
Yeah.
this decentralized ideology, man, but then we need, unfortunately, some systems to sort of be centralized to work really well. Like the decentralized version is crappy, unfortunately, of sewers. It is. It's
Yeah,
called
the
outhouses.
directory, right?
Well, that's what it is. It's
Like-
outhouses versus like a septic tank versus which takes people to create, which, like decentralized sewage is not great.
Yeah, that's an interesting metaphor.
It's not. I mean, it's sad. I wish, but like if you want a good water system, it's got to be centralized, unfortunately. Decentralized water purification means at the edges you might die.
Right. Can't
So
just
I don't
dig a
know,
hole
man.
in the wall.
It's tough.
Right
It's tough. So yeah, Fendel, we need a spot, man. We've had spots in the past. I mean, I know the
There's
Tezos
so
community is
many,
a spot that's definitely trying to bridge that gap themselves. They need to utilize
do you
them a
guys
little bit more.
know? Do you guys remember 8 by Do?
Yeah, I remember them. They were great.
Eduardo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the
I just
pixel.
talked to Joe again, and he's currently working on bringing that back, and he showed me
Cool.
a few. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's a great project. I still like that project, so he's gonna bring it back, and I'll let you guys know when it comes out. But yeah, the new site looks pretty nice actually. So it's like you remember it's all about haikus, right? And
Yeah.
the original text minting on Tezos, but
I have some old school haikus that I minted
but he's
there.
bringing it back, and he's gonna try to connect it with the copyright system, and
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know, man. Like Fendo, like we talked about this a lot, but we're trying to slowly figure out how to integrate all these things, right? We have great tools, we have great people, we have great art, but It's like a big
So
puzzle,
what
right?
what like would you like to see, like a place where it has all those tools listed, concentrated, or like how do you envision this place? Kendall?
Yeah, I just kind of like have like this idea of just like kind of a fun UI that where you could go and see different, different ecosystems on Tezos, and then different, places where you could get, free tools and just kind of look at kind of
Yeah.
a more of an overview of possibility around that ecosystem. And
We
I
need
don't
a
know,
mind map. A
yeah,
mind
or
map of
something,
Tezos. Like the you've got your points, and then they connect to other points, and different spots spiral off and connect to others, and you can see where they relate, so you can see how finance
Yeah.
falls into art. And
The issue is
You
that
know,
it requires maintenance, you know, and like
Yeah, that's
who's
the
gonna
hard
do
part
it?
about it, because many
Yeah,
of them go out of date, they stop working,
yeah.
or they just stop, like close down eventually. So, and when you're trying to do an ecosystem map, you have the DeFi part, you have the art part, you have the tooling part, the infrastructure part, a thousand
We
different, let's
need
say,
someone who's
points.
dedicated to keeping it up to
Yeah.
date. Yeah.
The hardest part is to keeping it up to date, because it's easy, to have people submit their new tool or the new project and you add it, but then somebody has to keep checking, that
so we
this
what,
is
a
still
general
working, this is still
Tezos
working.
Wikipedia
yeah,
Exactly,
maybe,
Wikipedia. I don't know.
Maybe.
but or something like a wiki where it's just a one-click save, and like anybody could, or like
edit.
several
Yeah,
people could edit, and save.
make it a
That's an
community
interesting
thing.
idea. Maybe there's a way to
Yeah.
crowdsource it.
Yeah, you could totally crowdsource it. I would have total. I would love to update stuff. I mean, I think Ari was doing that over at Salsa DAO for a while. He was creating sort of a
Yeah, but it's
historical
hard,
record.
man.
It
Keep
is.
going.
It's really
Like,
hard.
Just quick mention, not self-promoting, but the latest pinned tweet I have is about the hypermeter, and it is from a thread where I tried to put a lot of Tezos tools together in a list.
Oh, this
in a
one's not
thread.
self-promotion. Here, I'll talk about it. Kryptonio did this
Yeah,
amazing
so-
thread where he highlights several tools, tons of them. It sounds disingenuous when he talks about it, but when I talk about it, it sounds legit. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
I was getting to that. If you have more tools, that maybe I missed, please let me know. I didn't list platforms, project platforms like Objectea and so on. I was trying to have like specific tools. So if you think I've missed any, totally ping me and I can add them there.
Is that why you
gives
didn't
me an
include Calumet?
idea. Maybe we can do a crowdsourced version of this with the Taya token. So
Ooh.
Taya members can update. Yeah, so you're not getting random bots, right? So you have
Now,
to be at least.
How would you hold people accountable though? Would the DAO like vote on you if you're lying?
Well, in the beginning, it'll probably just be an experiment and see how it
Right,
goes.
of course, but I'm saying like this. What's the accountability layer? What makes it so that I don't just go in and just edit a bunch of garbage? Hypothetically.
Well, I mean, with the DAO, we can do anything as long as people agree. But I mean, well, how do you measure like what is true or not?
Well, I would assume that multiple sources can verify as long as they're independent, but I don't know. You could vouch publicly. I don't know. Wow. All right, I crashed. Give me a sec. Yep, close it. Look at that. Boom. We're loading it back up. We'll be here. Give me a sec. All right. I'm pretty sure it's right here. Donut Lover. Tezos Commons. Joining.
Who made
The Otis.
Yeah.
See,
What was
I
yeah?
immediately understood.
What was it called? I forget what it's called. But they
I
asked for.
can't remember.
They made it immediately. They wanted money for it, which I thought was like, you want to kind of get this stuff more popular. You don't want to start charging. But I think it was like 30 Tez for a listing, and I did it because good faith, support the ecosystem, whatever. I got it back after they folded, and the reason why they folded was showing projects in Web3. So there was really, and I think they just didn't want to do it anymore. But it was good they returned
Yeah,
the money. I thought that was good on them. A lot of people don't do that kind of thing. Um,
yeah. They had listed not just tools and stuff like that, but they were listing even PFP projects, for example, and stuff like that, all
mm,
around, from the ecosystem, projects of all kinds. And but yeah, they didn't last long. Like they closed it down quickly. It was Patty, wasn't it Patty? Or what was the name? But anyway, yeah,
oh no,
and they
so
close it down. The reason they said was because of some jurisdictions concerns, regulations concerns, or
yeah,
whatever. But yeah,
it just seemed kind of abrupt and early.
Yeah, it is
Like
very important.
as soon as they started, um, but yeah, like it, yeah, you could. There's stuff that could be put up. I think it's getting this year. We need to really get back to the Tezos narrative, and I think that means so much for morale. That there's this, we see this massive project future here. Sure, we can extend into other things if they, or make available for people to come in a frictionless way, but it's about having this sovereign ecosystem and this community. Like this is a virtual country of people that have this kinship. I think that's where people, I've always noticed that like new projects come and like entrepreneurs come in and launch something, it's always like they just feel like a boiling sense of passion that's fueled by that narrative. So we need to get back to that. I think particularly because of Teslink, I think we're going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, but we want them to feel like the community sees them, right? And that's been a challenge. A lot of times, like these projects, they start on their own and they host everything on their own, and then they get discouraged because no one's using it, and then they eventually shut down, and it's kind of unfortunate, right?
Yeah. Well, then
So
we direct them to the ecosystem DAO, where they can present their
yeah,
traction and
so
how
so we
far
need
they've
some
done. And
kind of public-ish place, right, where they can. Yeah. So I mean, I'm
yeah,
I'm, I'm hoping they really, at least for art
Agora.
related things, like Taya fulfills that function, because we're kind of in a unique position where we're owned by the community itself, right? So yeah, I mean that's going to be a big part of this year. I think be pushing for a lot of projects like that. So we'll see. We'll see.
Just want to jump in and say hi to Lex. I see he has joined us up on stage. Welcome, welcome.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
How you doing? How's everybody?
what's up, Lex?
What's up? What's up? What's up? I love the conversations always. So hey, thanks for the heads up on the hyperminter.xyz. I just jumped in as you guys were talking, and right off the bat, it did not recognize my address as a valid Tezos address, techmental.tez. That's really funny. But so I
Are
so
you
I
an imposter?
no, it just doesn't recognize. I'm not going to answer that, but I will move on to say
Imposter.
that Le Imposter. Yeah, it doesn't recognize, which I've noticed a lot of little kind of stuff that is created on Tezos doesn't recognize the Tez domains, right? But besides that, I thought it was kind of interesting. I might test this out. But there's another link that says Tezos Art Backup, which I thought was really interesting as well. So for those who don't know, it takes you to artsaver.xyz. Artsaver, preserve your NFT collection. Download your entire NFT collection from Tezos or EVM chains, all formats, all metadata, your files, forever. right? So I went in there, and again, I put in my techlinks.tez. Sorry if you don't recognize that. So I went ahead and put the full string. It does recognize it. This is without actually connecting my wallet. So I went ahead and put a random series of characters. And I'm at 8% right now. So I selected the chunk, which is 1 of 5, being that if I would have done one big chunk, it would have been a little under a gig for 439 assets or tokens in that address,
So
right?
are you backing them up locally, like
You know what?
downloading them?
It did not give me that full information. I would think yes, because it's preparing a zip file.
Okay, yeah. So a similar tool, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, is by Yestem Zero, which is zeroart.app is a website, and then in there is a tool. And he has a Tezos collection archiver where you just paste your address, and it scans and finds all your NFTs, and it shows you which ones are on chain, which ones are on IPFS, which ones have corrupted metadata and stuff like that, and you can download them locally. But I think one problem I had noticed is that I don't remember exactly, but you couldn't select specific ones, or yeah, like you could select a bunch. I don't remember, but there was something that I didn't like from that aspect. Like you couldn't or select them all. I don't know. Yeah, I
Oh
think I
man,
wanted to
this
select
tool
them all
is
and deselect some, but I couldn't, or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, definitely check it out by SM. And there's also the archiver by Jack that we have in the audience. Let me find that one. But that one was basically saving your NFTs to the internet archive machine. So another,
yeah,
way of backup.
yeah, these are all
That's
great tools. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I love the whole Internet Archive thing. Now I can still see my techland.com from 2002 there, which is amazing, the original logo and everything. But those are awesome. I'm not sure if you could send those to me during DM or if they're
Wait.
already posted.
They are in the thread that I mentioned earlier. I don't know
Okay.
if you can see the tweets above, the pinned tweets, where I have the hyperminter. If you click on it and scroll down, you can find the rest of them.
Okay,
But
will do. I saw it. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So just-
this art saver site is great. I had even no idea they would even existed.
So let me just wrap this up. So it's interesting, right? So let's say 415. Okay, it's pretty on the system log. It gives you like a live system log. Again, I didn't select any particular. It just went in there, I guess, analyzed the address, and okay, boom. So I said file 439 tokens found. We'll create 5 zip files, 100 tokens per file. Chunk 1 of 5. Blah. Okay, so all my Tez domains are being skipped. Okay, that's fine. Download. Okay, this must what? Okay, it's done in error already. Undetermined string in JSON at position series of numbers column 9. But then it continued again because the error was in numbers at 6%. And I said, okay, if it gets stuck there, that stopped it, but it didn't. It's at 15% now, and it's found more errors. I gotta figure out why, if not. So yeah, I mean, this is cool, but also it kind of, once I have the zip in hand, and I can do a backup, because end of year, beginning of year should be everyone's time for backing up all of your systems, right? This is interesting. So theoretically, I can put anyone's Tezos address and back up their art.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something
Interesting.
actually that Jack did. Jack,
Yeah.
using his archiver, has archived more than 1 million NFTs on Tezos already, or others. It could be just his, but yeah.
It's really important work. Like he's keeping it alive,
Yeah.
Sending big hearts.
I think that's beautiful. I really
Sending
do
big
think
hearts to Jack.
that's amazing.
Sending big hearts.
Yeah, this will ensure that Tezos will be around for at least a little while after 2027, right?
and also the art, right? I mean, when it comes to, let's say, if one of our fellow colleagues, artists, creators, happens to pass on, their art can live, outside of those parameters, and whoever is a curator or can continue to push that art forward, or whatever design. So I think
It
that's
relates to what we were talking about earlier too, about like how we need to get better at like borrowing or using resources from outside of our ecosystem, right? And this is like a perfect bridge between, like our art, and then Internet Archive is a well respected institution. So yeah, it's just awesome. It's a great project. I know you're down there, Jack.
When will we get you up here, Jack?
Jack. He's
No pressure, man. No pressure.
Take your compliments, man. Take it.
Yeah. But yeah, on top of compliments, you can also keep nominating him for the Tezos CRP. Just to plug that in. Because we are
Yes,
talking about
Tezos
deserving
CRP.
people.
Well, we're at the hour-and-a-half mark, man. Just quick reset. This is Tuesday Tezday, and tonight is a community call.
It's been great so far.
I've seen that there's been some progression, at least posted progression, from the creator that's creating the application on Tez to be able to curate digital art and have it, I guess, the different orientations and stuff like that. I wonder if some of that's going to be, if the art will also be on chain. I know that you guys told me last week that they're not ready to talk. But I'm being that I've just do this manually, every year. It just, and some of these screens that you put a USB in, it kind of like, depending on the USB, it doesn't like really get along with the USB, or you have to do kind of a reel of all the art, put it on a USB, and then figure out whether the screen is horizontal or vertical, and base all the art on there. So again, I think it's something that we need. I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so is the app that they're creating bypass the firmware of the monitor, and also is it feeding into what's on chain? And if it does, that means it always have to be online. And again, you guys are not going to answer this, or whether you know it or not. But it's just, those are the type of things that I find that there are obstacles when curating a large event with multiple screens, and there's different art from different chains and stuff like that. So again, I think it's definitely something, and I see that they're looking for funding now as well, and I wonder how that works as well.
Honestly, I don't know much about curating and in events like that, but what's the main question here? Like regarding funding, they are looking or what?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The person who's doing the what is it? We talked about him last week. The creator who's creating the app to be able to curate the digital displays on the Tezos.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I believe their last post, let me see if I think I might have reposted it. They're now asking for funds from the Tezos DAO in order to get this moving to, I guess, market or production maybe.
Well, if they want to get funding from the Tezos ecosystem, they would have to apply, from on Tezos Agora. Let me try to find the post you are talking about. Source project. Okay. Core-keeping just got funded, so I know that there are still a couple thousand tests left in the Tezos ecosystem DAO, and then we will have to see if it will be replenished or what its future is gonna be. But can you send me the post you're talking about? Because I'm going through your feed.
Sure.
And I don't
Can I, if you don't mind, I'm just going to read. I had the idea. Okay, I had the idea to build Tezos-based platform for creating and sharing digital art playlists, featuring a powerful player app that with extensive options to showcase digital art beautifully on any screen. Over the last year, I built a working prototype of the platform and the app, and I am incredibly excited about its potential. To bring it live, I will be seeking backing from the Tezos ecosystem DAO. I will outline my proposal and share it here soon. Happy to hear your feedback, ideas, and suggestions from friends. Really excited to hear from what you think. And it says digital art player, and I see it has all the little icons: Android, Fire TV, Android TV, Raspberry. Which when I see Raspberry, I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a little computer back there. So yeah, I guess. And just from the outside, again, I don't know who this is.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
I found it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, From Friends has actually just received like 2 months ago funding for another project that he created, the Tezos TV and everything, to keep like a continuous 24/7 stream of Tezos art from the object homepage, like a constant feed of newly minted arts and stuff like that.
I've seen
And
that.
It was yeah. So yeah, that will be interesting. I assume we will have to wait for him to, apply to the Tezos ecosystem DAO and then the community to vote for it.
Is it a him or a her?
I assumed here. I should say they. I don't know.
I
It's all
think
good. I'm
whatever
putting
we
it like-
identify with is the automatic assumption. I automatically say he for everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But again, and just and I'm asking, I'm curious as to okay, how does that go about? Okay, so they already has a relationship with the DAO. There's already funding, and I did see that other stuff that they do, and I thought it was pretty cool. Which I have a million questions on that too. I mean, who's the one that gets to get be featured? Blah 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 blah. But within this, and again, speaking from experience of like, to me it's super easy because I've been working with projectors and putting stuff on screens, since the NES days, right? So it's easy for me. I see a lot of people who have the opportunity to do the same thing, and when it comes to that, they're so lost, right? And rightly so. And I understand different features. Let me give an example really quick to bore you guys. So a couple of years ago, curating for Art Basel, like about 8 brand new, beautiful Samsung TVs were bought. Guess what? Because of the tier, because it was a $500 screen and not a $1,000 screen, there was no way to disable Bluetooth on them. So which that means is that every time someone came by and walked by, it tried to grab onto their phone, and then it would disrupt the screen. It was like,
man.
let me tell you, that is a nightmare.
That's a straight up Butts TV, though, man.
Yeah. So like these, like right. So something like this, I have like, I don't know who it is again, but real world experience. I'm like, okay, will it do this, and can it protect you from this, and will it do that? Because it got to the point that you had to pay to talk to Samsung to tell them, okay, how can I disable this? And like, oh well, your TV, you can't really. I was like, no, we have to. Because we got like 8 of them and it's causing this issue and blah blah, and it looks bad on Samsung. Okay, fine, But anyways, that said, I think it's another great project for the ecosystem, and I think for what I see, it's something necessary. So yeah, cool.
Yeah. A lot of the projects that that Taya has planned is sort of like depends on how much support we can get as well. So we're still that's still pending, so I can't really say much right now, but we do have a lot planned for this year, and including some of the things that Fendo mentioned earlier, which is to like try to position our site as like a resource, right? That would be great if we can have someone like update and maintain all of these tools that are available, because I do think we haven't. It is a problem, like.
But also not just that, but like real world experience, like put it into the field. Like
Yeah.
I want to be able to like work with you guys, work with all of us together in different facets. It's like, hey, look, if I mean, God willing, I'm going to be doing the same thing, in a couple of months and throughout the year, and hopefully through our battles as well. It's like,
Mhm.
hey, what a better way to go ahead and do real world, like, okay, throw it into the fire. How's it
Yes.
going to work?
Yes.
Does it heat up? I mean, Raspberry Pi behind the screen was one of the elixirs, but guess what? The Raspberry Pi was getting hot between the TV, the monitor, and the Raspberry Pi, and then we had to put another USB in there for one of those funky fans, right? You were like, why would I use this? Well, it was the actual thing that saved me, which behind the screen, everyone was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, yeah, just don't look behind the screen. It looks crazy. It looks like a 1980s RCA back there. But those are the type of things. Even like, I mean, Teo Radio, you know how I love that, right, Ryan? It's like I would love a screen like that at the next function, just even if it's we hook it up to some Bluetooth headphones and have someone come and put them on. It's like, oh wow, this is
Yeah.
live. That kind of stuff where it's like, hey man, basically funding. Let's get a TV there. Boom, 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 boom. That could be the TV that's in Miami for Teo Cafe for the next function. Like,
Yeah,
not for nothing, but
there's it's been a learning experience too, because like I remember when we put on our first TezCon 2 years ago at the Seattle NFT Museum, like their TVs did not support JavaScript. So, and I'm like, aren't you guys? Isn't this supposed to be like a computer thing, like, and when we got, I didn't tell us, so nobody noticed, but it was still very disappointing to like see, supposedly this like big crypto like location just not have basic things, so
you'd be surprised.
yeah.
You'd be surprised of the people who actually throw the events, that have the events, that their name is on the billing, are not the ones who do any of it, right? And I guess
have no idea what's going on.
I'm the last.
Right?
I'm the last person to learn that. I mean, naive as I am, But I think that's a good thing. I think for us to come into the arena and be like, hey, you know what? We're hands on, and we have something that can fix that.
We just have to recognize that's the case, right? It's like not really anyone's fault in particular. It's just it is what it is. And
It's always Ryan's fault.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, if your terminal doesn't work, your projector is showing the wrong thing, it's Ryan's fault. Just remember that. Blame Ryan.
That's what it feels like sometimes.
Well, that's what the last TezCon was. That's what we decided was the answer for everything, was blame Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, remember that connector that wasn't in?
Yep, that was your fault, Ryan.
It was. I should have been on top of that shit. But but anyway, no, it's Tezos Commons' fault for not putting that in
for not reminding you.
Yeah, for not reminding me.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I had it. I had it on my calendar, but I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, this year, the theme is simplicity. Let's just keep everything straightforward.
No, the theme is blame Ryan.
Yeah, and anything happens, you can blame me, which I will then pass on the blame to others.
He is both communist and fascist at the same time. Just depends on what you want to blame him for.
Yeah, and then I'll appropriate the blame to the right channels, and then it'll go around in a
misappropriate
big circle,
if we're watching. He appropriates it, but we say he misappropriates. See how that works? Blame Ryan.
I know how politics works, man. You blame someone, and they're like, "No, it's that other person's fault," and then the other person points back at them, and it goes back and forth, and then nothing gets done. So,
well, no, stuff gets done, just not the stuff that you want.
Yeah, or that anyone wants. At some
no,
point,
those people all want that stuff done. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. Anyway, we can go on for hours about the beauty of politics.
Okay. Going off topic, but yes. Let's get things right, and the best thing to do for that is just to keep things simple, in my opinion.
So, what is the theme? Kiss.
Yes.
Keep it simple, Steven.
Keep it simple, Steven. Did they change that?
No, I just didn't want to call you stupid.
Incorrect?
I figure it probably is, but who cares, It was a great
I've
moniker.
never heard that.
Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid.
I've heard Steven. I've heard that before because they didn't want to say stupid. So
Yeah. So because you start saying the
Yeah.
and you're like Steven, because stupid. See, two
Steven's
syllables.
fault.
Simply simple.
It's not my fault. It's Steven. That motherfucker.
Keep it simple, stupid. No, I had a gambling book from the Kiss series, which was the Keep It Simple, Stupid series, and it is amazing how they dumbed things down and made it so accessible. I was able to read this and then not feel the fear and anxiety most people feel walking into a casino for the first time. I gotta imagine that's how crypto is.
With no clocks.
So we all have clocks, man. To say that there's no clocks in casinos, back maybe in the 70s and 80s, that was more true. But these days, man, we all carry one, at least one, if not two or three, between our iWatch.
What did it simplify for you? I'm kind of curious.
So basically, there's a lot of implied understanding and assumptive knowing that you feel like you need to know walking into a casino. Like, I need to know how to place a bet. I need to know what to say. I need to know who to talk. You don't need to know any of that crap. And there is a level of permission that we allow ourselves in situations we don't know. And this book ripped away a lot of the mystery behind what we think we need to know and what's actually needed in order to accomplish.
That's true for a lot of things. Yeah. Well, sounds like a nice book. Actually.
It definitely helped me understand casinos and formulated my definite view
same
of
with
things.
art, same with music. It's like people get distracted by all the things they think like being an artist is, being a musician is, but it's actually, it's just a couple things, I think, right? It's about fundamentals.
Well, you can be whatever kind of musician or artist you want to be. If you want to be on fire, you can be that artist, but I mean, it's just...
Yeah. But the guy setting himself on fire and the person doing the painting in their bedroom, they come from the same fundamentals,
Same with the person whipping butter with chains.
Yep.
Speaking of off topics,
they probably have they probably have an MFA from Juilliard or something. I don't know. Right?
Hey, quick question. It's good to see Blanks. Is that you? Yeah. At first,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a kind of a. At first, I thought it was like a 3D avatar because I'm listening on my handset, but I'm kind of like seeing the video on my big screen, and there's like a little delay, so it's like it never catches you talking, so it's just you kind of you look like an animated GIF. But that's probably
thanks,
just my
man.
connection. But hey, what's up with that hoodie? What avatar is that on your
That's
on
me,
your lapel?
man. That's the Blangs Cyber Gecko Gan like avatar, man. That's me. It's the Blangs one.
Oh, the live stream. Oh,
I'm
You
wearing
broke
so
up there.
there
There you
there's
go.
a PFP collection called the Cyber Gecko Gang. It caught on fire around Tez time and definitely was like sort of like the blue collar version of the Tezos. And it was really popular, man. There were a lot of people. It's where I met one of your other Yang Gangers. Anyway, but a lot of people got their eyes on it, but they ended up doing like an actual one of the legendaries was named after me, and that's the gecko. That's me. It even says Blangs on the side. But anyway, yeah, I have 3 of the 4 versions that are made.
Dope. It looks cool, man.
And then yeah, they made me the hoodie, so I rep the hoodie, man. I wore this to TezCon 1. Oh, did I rug? Are we quiet? Did I rug?
No, you didn't. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
just quiet. I was
We
trying.
all,
I was
we
trying
all
to
took a
find.
moment. Took a moment.
Yeah, I was trying to find your live stream on my phone, but I can't because if I find it on PC, I don't want to risk,
Oh
getting
no!
robbed
Don't
because
touch
of course-
anything. This is a fragile chaining of technology. If we mess with it, man, we don't want to push it too. It already rugged once on me,
don't touch. I only mute and unmute here, so
Oh, you're good. Well, I do appreciate you checking out the live stream. Yeah, we're trying something different. I know that the right now, currently, if we're going to be doing podcasts, people want to see faces, and so I think I'll do my best to try to be here for you guys, at least in spirit. And we can always, it's easier to edit in faces too, you know, if we have to ever do anything. So I'll have fun with it. We'll mess with it. If I need to go bigger, I will. Like I could make myself bigger and sit in front of the whole thing. I don't know. We're just kind of experimenting, but I want to play a little bit. I think we need to personalize this a bit more. Since my face is already out here, I might as well share it a little more.
Time to try experiment, you know, I think these days.
Ryan, is your co-host, or not co-host, should I say, or your guest for your show that you're thinking about, is that going to be video as well, or is it just audio?
This is just audio for now, and I'm just checking it out, like trying it out. I've gotten a few downloads on Apple Podcasts, and that's with like zero marketing. So thinking, yeah,
Your SEO must be on point.
yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a demand for weird topics around crypto. That's basically it. But yeah, so I'm really just like, I'm looking for any sort of discoverability, because I feel like a lot of the sites right now have been like over optimized, you know.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's hard to compete. It's hard to compete unless you happen to be that, right, which is popular currently.
Okay, so Art Saver update. I was doing pretty well, 50%, and just went back and the browser crashed. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it from one of my MSI, a little bit more potential. No excuses.
Okay.
Oh crap! No, wait, mine crashed too. I was trying it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
Ryan crashed
Alright.
it. It's Ryan's fault. Ryan crashed
it.
it. It was fine until Ryan touched it.
Yeah, it is my fault. I'm sorry. I crashed your browser too, by the way.
Darn it. All right, cool. I'll start all over.
I am a chaos agent. That's it. I just like things in disarray. It might have just been too much, man. Just too big of a file.
Well, I that's why I went for the 1 of 5, right? And I thought it was,
Yeah. And my
did
face.
you not do that? Did you do the whole bunch?
I picked the first one because it was the
Okay.
default.
All right. Well, it was great talking to you guys. I'll see you in the future.
Thanks, Lex, man. Thanks for coming up, bro.
Oh wait,
it's always a pleasure.
There's a resume. There's a resume button.
There's a resume button. You can print out your resume.
Oh, I just saw the resume too. Dude, what are you? Like, wait, hold on. I gotta like.
I just hit refresh.
I gotta put my firewall up. This guy is. I think he's more than what we think.
It's Ryan's fault. It's always Ryan's fault.
I think he's hacking. Hold on.
He's a secret hacker. He hides under that Jerry Maguire innocent look with the glasses.
Oh, I wish. If I knew how to hack, man, I'd be so
Well,
rich.
you know how to hack through some Loco Moco.
All right, cool. Yeah, it has a 0 completed, 0 downloaded, progress 0%, previous download detected. I'll figure it out. But yeah, and thanks, Kryptonio. I'm gonna check out those links because that's definitely something I think I definitely want to back up some art and
Absolutely, man.
some art.
And I just realized I should also add the TezFM tool from Plex in that list. I haven't added it yet.
Oh, that's something I definitely want to get into. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, like it's Tezos NFT music player where you can create playlists and stuff. It's really cool. I will add it soon.
Yeah, it's a different kind of player than ours. Ours is focused on Hikinan Kintea, but I believe his one has object index as well. So you'll get
I think yeah.
different
yeah.
content.
Well,
You'll get a different kind of content too.
the main
So,
thing for me is that I can use it on my phone. Like even if I select some music videos, MP4s, right?
Mhm.
It just turns them without the video, so I can have it on my phone playing when I'm riding my motorcycle and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So that's very suitable. And yeah, otherwise you could say that you can listen on it on Object or on Tay or wherever, but
Mhm.
having that in a playlist that you created in
Yeah.
your order and having it, in your phone to listen, it's
Oh,
pretty
so
good.
it converts videos into MP3s as well.
Yeah, I don't know exactly
Oh,
how it does it,
that
but
is
yeah,
nice. No, that is
yeah,
nice.
it's
That's something we've been meaning to add as well. But,
yeah, it's useful in general. By the way, we are almost at the 2-hour mark. Blanks, I think we should do a final call. This is a community call after all. If anyone else wants to come up for any last minute updates or share anything they have going on, now is the time.
Yeah. We may not have time for another community call here for the next couple weeks. We've got some guests lined up. So if you got anything you want to share before then, you might not have a floor to do it for a minute. This might be your chance. If not, though, it's okay too. We'll always be back again with another opportunity to share.
topic suggestions for our next podcast.
More domain art.
Oh, we got Wise. Okay, it's going to be a good update. Get Wise up here ASAP.
Oh yes.
A topic update. 10 keyless and why you really do miss your 10 key.
10 key? What are you talking about?
I have no clue.
Wise, welcome to the stage. Welcome. How are you?
Hey, hello, people.
Hey.
Oh no.
You're
X is
going
like
in and
making her
out.
sound like an engine.
Today's the rugging.
I hope you're
rugging
well.
day.
Oh, I'm well. Thank you. I can hear you now. Before it was sort of doing a weird revving with your voice.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think it should be fine now.
Hopefully.
think
We'll
so.
see. We'll see. I can kind of hear you. It's cutting through the revving.
Hopefully this new year. So, yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming you heard.
She's going in and out.
I
It's
caught the
just me,
assuming. She's assuming something.
Time
Yeah.
traveling is
I'm a-
difficult.
Zooming through different
Assume.
timelines.
Oh no, what's happening?
I think she said that there's a meteor headed straight toward Melbourne.
Because it's just silent.
Yeah, and it's getting in the way of her Wi-Fi.
The meteor is definitely.
Yeah, the meteor. Fucking meteors.
I didn't realize Flex designed Art Saver. So
Yeah, it's Flex. That's a Flex specialty, man. Coming up with these awesome ideas and tools. He's got his finger on it.
He's really good at what he does.
Wise, I really want to talk to you. There's something going on with your connection. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
can't hear anything you're saying, Wise.
I want to include you in this wonderful moment that we're having called community time. But X is like shunning you.
Yeah.
X is going, shun the non-believer.
It's because she uses too much profanity, I think.
Shun the non-believer.
We can talk about her while she can't say anything back.
well, it's like 5 a.m. where she's at, so she's probably.
Oh yeah, she's probably cranky.
Knowing why,
Haven't
she's
gotten
already
to
had
that.
at least 2 energy drinks already, though.
Yeah, probably. First thing in the morning, right?
Better than coffee.
Mm,
Cup
would
full
agree
of
with that.
sugar and herbs.
That depends. Are you taking it before you go to sleep, or are you taking it right when you wake up?
Yes.
both. Because when you're caffeinated, you sleep faster.
No, hell no.
I
me
do.
tell
I
you
fall
something.
asleep after I drink caffeine.
I started looking for files,
Someone actually told me that.
and I know people like that, and I think they're mad if I'm related to them. But no,
Yeah, they
listen,
are insane. I agree with that.
insane. I've seen someone. I'm not sure if anyone's ever had Cuban coffee, which should theoretically be legal, but I saw someone once step up, order a thing of Cuban coffee and a Red Bull, and my man did them both right in front of me, and then took off. And I was like, whatever that guy needs to do today, he's gonna do it. I was like,
Did he take off flying or walking?
he was just very corporate and blah blah blah, and just I was like, oh my god, I don't know who that guy is, but let me tell you, I mean, I don't know, man. Like Red Bull, I don't know, I exceed on Red Bull, but Cuban coffee on top of that, woo,
Oh man,
that's real speed right there.
Wise, welcome back. Wanna try again?
Hopefully this works. Am I
So
coming in loud and clear or still issues?
Yes.
So
Oh no,
far,
this is
so
much
good.
better. Oh my god.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say hello, everyone. Hope everyone's well. And hopefully this year is prosperous and fun and exciting and less crazy compared to the previous years. Well, time will tell.
Yeah, right.
So,
But
Ryan, you're supposed to be the optimistic one.
I appreciate the sentiment, though. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's a new
Well,
year. It's not
Wise,
new
may
me, but
your
it's a new
year be full of stairs, full of socks.
No, please don't make me laugh. Please don't.
Just,
Don't.
going up the stairs. Just socks going up the stairs. Just your whole year.
Please don't make me
Or
laugh.
new metals, though.
I'm so tired. Don't make me laugh. That image is never gonna go away.
It
I don't
doesn't
think.
have to be a good year. We can laugh about it either way. Yeah.
No, it's January. It's supposed to be
No, it's
a
gonna be a
semi
good
good year.
No,
So this
it-
month
Yeah.
can be like
It's
3
good.
socks up the stairs. I wish you 3 socks up the stairs this January, Wise.
What did I say about not trying to make me laugh? Please don't. Oh my god. I don't think I'll ever. That image, till my deathbed, I will never forget that image. Never.
It's pretty great.
Never.
It's up there with the Tez poll.
Nah. Test poll is different. There's a rally behind the test poll of Tezos culture, but that sock stairway situation
It didn't do much.
broke me.
Yeah,
Have you had
you
your
were
caffeine
broken
today?
by that. I remember stumbling into that room.
No, but gets it. Maybe I know for sure I'm the only one because the reaction was so bizarre, but test poll is accepted. It's now kind of loved, but the stare and sock situation, I'm the only one that was broken afterwards. It wasn't like haha. It was more like oh.
It is a
haha.
moment in the history. It is a moment.
In my history. Again, I'm not applying it to everyone
Are
at
you
all.
in
This
love
is just
with the socks?
no.
Oh.
No. It's no. You know the Play-Doh cave situation, right? Like that allegory.
Uh-huh.
To me, that shit is just like I've gone outside, man. I'm outside
Oh.
into the sun and I'm seeing everything new and I'm interacting with everything. It lifted. Let's just say the sock is no longer new.
Wow.
But yeah,
That's profound.
it broke me. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a moment. It was
The universe is socks. The universe is socks, and socks is love.
Just Ryan, I want you
Wow.
to logically tell me. I mean, like I guess in a figurative
Uh-huh.
sense, footprints up a stairs makes sense. But at what point in your life are you just stripping off tons of pairs of socks as you go up these stairs? Like I don't know, man. I'm trying to envision a version of that makes sense.
Okay, you're talking to the right person.
I'm just
I
asking
forgot
Ryan.
about. You're talking to the right person. And you know why? I'm a sock person. By that I mean I have about like 100 pairs of socks.
Okay.
So, and there's a reason for it. There's an absolute
Wow.
reason. So with work, sometimes like I run late and I'm like, okay, I just need socks. And I forgot to pack it. I forgot to like pack an additional one. So I go and buy some. And this happens, it used to be bad. It used to be so fucking bad. By that I mean I used to buy like maybe a couple pairs of socks per week, and then till I realized it was becoming a problem. And it wasn't because they were cute or anything. They're just plain fucking socks.
Oh.
Black socks, white, sometimes color, whatever they have available. And I counted how much I spent on them. I spent about like nearly $400. $400 on socks. And this was last year. And it became a
Wow.
problem.
Can you write that off on your
Judge me
taxes?
on-
That's a lot of socks. And they're not even nice ones, huh?
I just wear them once and then chuck them.
I mean, I'm not gonna pry, but do you think your feet stink or something? Because I don't think anybody has that kind of a problem.
You just didn't want to do your laundry.
I just didn't want to do my laundry. I forgot. I'm
Uh,
like, oh shit, because like either like the end of the week, and then you do like the
Okay.
whole laundry thing. But because my hours are so crazy and it's pretty much everywhere else, I never had the chance.
And you
Or I
never
just
washed
sleep
your
in on
socks.
on my days off.
That's pretty
So I'm
funny.
like, oh yeah, that's okay. They're only like a couple of bucks. I can just get like a
Yeah.
can get it from there.
Just some socks.
And
And
you're only
100
supposed to wear
purchases later.
socks
I have 50 pairs of the same
every single day. I
socks,
don't care what anyone
so I don't
says.
have-
I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't. You're supposed to change your socks
Here's
twice or
a
once,
question. Here's a question.
depending depending on what you're doing. For me, it's on a daily basis, so that's how it goes.
Do you
Anyway, I'm like,
do you
yeah, I'll do
wear-
it. It's perfectly okay. End of the week, I do everything else, and I forgot the socks. And there's a particular ritual as well with how I wash the socks. So the whole situation.
Oh, there's a wash.
I do it by hand. I do it by hand because for whatever
Oh.
reason I find it therapeutic.
Oh, okay. Wow, this
Yeah,
guy's pretty
yeah.
deep.
It's a lot.
Do you wear
Anyway,
mismatched
sock
socks?
situation aside, how is everyone doing?
No, do you wear mismatched socks?
Silence. God.
Maybe she can't hear you. Do you wear mismatched socks? Ryan wants to know.
Hey, you can't hear me. It's a very important question. She can't hear me. Now I'm really curious.
Oh, she's not answering. Okay. We'll just
Yeah.
assume she does not wear mismatched socks. We'll just assume that.
She-
I'm doing fine, Wise. What about you?
That was my question.
No, sometimes this happens with the app where you can't hear what anyone else is saying.
Yeah, you think she's
Yeah.
ragging?
I think she's
It
rugging.
might, yeah.
Yeah.
Does
No,
she
no, no,
own
but-
Batman
but-
socks?
But
Does
it's
she
a
own
problem.
Batman socks?
It's a problem with the app where sometimes the sound just cuts out for no reason.
It's actually Ryan's fault.
Oh yeah, I have to.
I want to know: are they old school tube socks that go all the way up to your knees, or are they little
Yeah, I
ankle
want to
socks?
know. I'm
Like,
very-
what's? I mean, we should have
Okay,
started with this. Like,
she-
I
what's-
bet
She's coming back.
they're
She's coming
I bet
back.
they're no shows. I bet she's a no show. Like not ankle no show. The lower ones.
She's coming back. Come back.
Maybe.
Hurry up.
Oh, we got a request. This has been the most like
Yes.
painful part of the space just due to how well it's cooperating. I just want to share my appreciation with all of you
Yeah.
patiently waiting through this as we find out the truth. So, do you wear mismatched socks? Like everybody wants to know.
Everyone wants to know.
Sock situation.
Are they like thigh highs? Are they thigh high socks? Like you wear them on your football rugby team or something?
No. I don't play rugby because I will die. So that's
Okay.
not how it goes.
Are these
No,
just
but do you
regular
care
athletic
about-
socks, like
ankle-
mid calf?
Do you
No,
care
just
if your socks are matching or not? That's the question.
yes.
Yes, it
Not only am I
matters.
Okay.
clean
Okay. So
freak, but I'm also
By the way,
clean.
okay.
I found an interesting post that I pinned up in the bubble, the latest one, especially for you guys.
Is this the one where I told the guy he's
No,
too?
it's the most impactful post of the year for you.
I can't see it. Maybe I'll just-
It is literally the most impactful
No,
post for the year. It broke you.
please don't. He broke me. He broke.
Oh, is it
and
the
it's a
original?
reminder.
Is it the original?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's the
OG.
post that she
I
Oh
promise.
yeah.
triggered her off.
This is okay. This is why. This is why I know it's. No one else is gonna get it unless I actually explain it, right? Or like why I went through the emotions that I did. Because anyone who sees this is just like, oh yeah, it's just weird marketing, but it's their thing. That's fine. Or like, oh, it's just bizarre, and they just click off it. But me, I watched the whole thing about maybe like 50 or so times. Sometimes I did like slow-mo kind
Yeah.
of thing. I slowed it down. It's in my bookmarks, by the way.
Yeah. You have a
It's fine.
deep sock related issues. It seems.
It's not. It's not. It's not that. Even trying to explain it makes me fucking crazy. Um, it's not that. Again, the Plato allegory,
The Plato allegory.
She's outside
fine.
the cave.
You're cutting off.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, it's fine.
Yes.
It's fine. It's not even a sock thing. I just forget to do my socks and I just buy new ones. And I've stopped doing
You know
that.
why
I
it's
am
when you
now
say
being a responsible one.
Are the socks plain
Yeah.
or do they have prints on them?
So it depends. It depends really on what they have. So the brand that I go for is called Bonds, and it's an Australian brand.
I knew
Um,
it. I knew it.
yeah.
I knew it.
I
They
mean,
did a whole.
so yeah, so pretty much where my work is, like, cause there's like a shopping mall, like 50 minutes, and I just like, oh yeah, I'll just walk and then just kind of like continue walking. So I just kind of grab whatever they have, and yeah.
Well, if you're
But I don't do
walking
that
all over the
anymore.
place, of
I don't
course
do
you
that
need
anymore.
socks.
So, Wise, would you consider donating some of your older socks that you're not using anymore?
No,
You
because
could totally do
no.
like some object related like giveaway of Wise's socks.
I meant for the needy, but
That's going into a
Okay,
weird
'cause I'm like,
direction that we probably don't want to.
Yeah. I'm like,
You
holding
went
hands,
there. You went
$10,000.
there.
It's
That's
for
the
your
time price.
fans. It's
Socks?
for your fans, Wise.
I'm thinking of vending machine at Art Basel, you know. But
Yeah,
no,
with
I-
Wise's socks. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah. So the
Used
socks
by
thing.
Wise.
That's,
Wise could be
yeah, it's a selling
in the
mark.
vending machine and she could cuss you out as she throws them at you.
No. You're a customer.
will
I'll
pay
cuss you out
money for
after you
that.
pay.
I know. some
Right? No,
people
they
will
would
be willing
pay.
to
Then you
pay.
cuss them out and throw it in their head. It would be amazing. It would be like perfect.
I'm not gonna kink shame. It's all good. I respect your choices. You understand? There's a transaction. I know what I'm selling. I know what you want, and we just go about our day. As long as I don't get like weird and ask me for pre-pics, then it'll be weird. You know, there's a line or a price tag that we can negotiate on.
Should be an increasing price on each pair sold then. The first pair would
I
be like
promise you this. Whatever you think of like this, if you think it's like fun color kooky socks, wrong person. It's just plain black with different like the brand is called Bonds, as I mentioned before. It's just in different colors. Sometimes it's like blue, sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's like orange, whatever they have that day. But I have about 150 pairs. The 50 is like from a while back. They're clean. So 'cause
from
I
the first time you
wash
tried
them
to
on a
do this,
regular
you only got
basis now.
50 and you were like,
I don't
that
like
wasn't
wait for
enough.
everything to accumulate and wash. It's a weekly thing. But yeah, It's a thing.
I love how you
it's a
just buy
thing.
new ones because you don't want to wash your
Oh
old
no,
ones.
every time I get them, the lady would just give me that look. I'm like, I'm giving you money. Just leave me alone.
Oh, you're going back
But
to the same person too.
it's the same. It's the same like shopping.
I bet you also
like,
look
"This-
super
this-
guilty
she's
while you're
back
doing
again."
it too. Like,
Switch up
I
the
bet you
switch.
feel like so guilty. Nobody cares, but you do, and so you look super guilty.
Sometimes I change like while I'm at the store. Like they pay for it. I'm like, okay, let's go. They give me
At
that
the-
look. I'm like, look, I got
They
my
usually
scrubs
have a
on. You can
problem.
clearly see that I'm stand up most of the time. So just give me the socks and leave me alone.
At the store, they're like, "She's back." No, she's not. Yeah, she came in. She came in twice this week. No way.
I bet there's like
$400.
stories about how much your feet
$400
stink.
on socks.
I bet you have legendary
crazy.
stories.
They should be really nice to you because you're a regular.
We should do puppets for kids, like for the ones you don't use anymore.
Bonds
Yeah, you
now.
could put wiggly
so
eyes, those googly
they're
eyes
so
on it.
expensive now, so I don't think so. God damn it. But again, a girl in her socks, it's all good. It's kind of like the monthly ritual. Manicure, pedicure, everything shower kind of situation. So yeah. For me,
There are worse
that includes
problems.
socks as well.
Yeah, there are worse problems to have than a sock problem. So I think you're good.
It's no longer a problem. It's under control unless I'm running late.
That's what they all say. Yeah.
No.
You can
I
stop
promise
anytime.
because
Mhm.
no, I can't anymore.
Do
You
you
know why I
eyeball
can't?
other
Because
brands?
they cost a lot more now.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
5 pairs of Vaughn socks now cost I think like $25.
What?
So,
They were like
yeah.
one of the main brands during the Golden Globe
$5 each
commercials.
pair. Wow.
Oh shit, really? I had no idea. But like and
So
they're not
why?
fucking cheap anymore.
Why do you ever go outside barefoot and ground yourself?
I mean like
What
touch grass?
Crocs?
Like, well,
No,
more
that's
like
gonna be
soil.
dirty.
More like
No.
that's what I was trying to get to.
No.
Okay. So barefooted never.
No,
Is that
no.
the whole sock thing?
No. Barefoot if I'm wearing like heels or something, sure. But you want me to go outside in the
Is
dirt?
barefoot in
the
Australia
grass?
like different than barefoot in the United States, do you think?
Well, like the beach.
Yes, less needles.
You walk on the beach barefooted, correct?
Yeah, are you down on Bonsai Beach just no socks, or you got the socks on still?
Oh, wait, there's
See,
Nike
this is how I
shoes.
know you guys.
There's
You know,
Nike
this is how I
shoes that
know
look
you
like
guys are pure
socks.
Americans.
Bondi Beach.
So no, there's needles. There's like beer bottles and shit everywhere. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Unless
I
it's like a
wouldn't.
cleanup crew, then maybe. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody else. If you want to go to like maybe clean beaches, you got to do a little bit more research. But ultimately, the beaches here, like specifically in Melbourne, it's a mixture. But the St Kilda beach, which is like notorious for like needles, fucking knives and shit.
Yeah.
It's not a great recommendation. And I'm not a beach person either.
I would only go
So
barefoot in Hawaii, which I'm originally from, but as soon as I come up here, no way. I want, yeah.
You don't want to go
you gotta
barefoot through
clean your
Capitol Hill?
area first. So
I think Ryan should go barefoot through Capitol Hill, do a walk down Denny from like the Taco
God,
Bell
that's
to
the
Dick's or
worst
something, just
place.
across the street. Just across the street.
Yeah. Last time my parents are here, we saw someone getting punched on the street.
They probably
And
deserved it.
they probably did because they were, well, I don't want to.
Because they were living in Seattle.
They were selling socks.
It was
They were
clothing
buying more
related.
socks.
That's the thing. They were like annoying someone on the streets trying to sell clothes, and then something happened.
They were totally selling socks wise.
they're like,
Yeah. There's a
fuck you.
bad price on
I
the
should never
socks.
said that shit in space either. A recorded one too.
This
But,
is public and recorded, by the way.
That's fine.
And you are
That's fine.
representing your company.
That's fine.
Um,
That is okay. Hey, it's not even an addiction.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a
it's
compulsion.
just
That's what that is, a compulsion.
it's not even
Have you ever stolen socks?
no.
Oh,
Have
that's
you
when
ever
you know you have a
needed,
problem.
felt like you needed to steal socks
That's
because
the
you couldn't buy
line.
them?
Have I what?
Have you ever felt the
I haven't
powerful
stolen
desire to buy
socks.
them because you couldn't, or to steal them because you couldn't buy them?
Can we change
I
the
just no. I've stolen other things, just not socks. So
That's fair.
yeah, teenagers and all that shit. But socks,
You've
no.
stolen teenagers?
I've stolen shit when I was a teenager.
You stole
Dead.
teenagers while you were a teenager?
grapes?
Are you kidding me?
Statute of
Those
limitations.
yeah, of course. Teenagers now are terrifying compared to teenagers in my time. So
I feel like
No.
every generation says that about the teenagers.
now they're just like
I
they just
agree.
humiliate you on the internet. That's it. That's their to go to. They don't punch, no kicking, no nothing. TikTok bitch. I'm like, kids these days.
Kids
Shake your head and
these
just walk
days.
away.
You're getting old, Wise. That's what that
If
means.
there's like a repellent,
Yeah.
oh yeah, 100%. If there's like a repellent, just don't come near me. Like, go away. And especially now with my new haircut, no.
I think it's
Yeah.
called Chanel number 5. It's a
Okay,
scent.
I'll be very clear now, especially if you've got daughters or like younger sisters. Well, now I think now with like sons, retinol. The fact that so my Australia specifically, they're doing kind of like a I wouldn't say a ban, but let's just say age verification for kids that are buying retinol. So if anyone's into skincare, retinol is pretty much good for your skin. If you've got like any fine lines, open pores, all the stuff that comes with it, and you're only supposed to be using it if you're, let's say, 24, 25, like me 20s. Now, because of all the social media shit and every beauty brand doing its own thing, kids are going to pharmacies, to pretty much everywhere to buy this shit. And now there's like skin conditions, skin issues, obviously, and you're not
Ooh.
supposed to be using that shit. So what they're doing right now is kind of imposing a age restriction kind of situation, and it's not going to go into effect till like I think mid-year.
What
That's just kind of like the trends we're noticing. So yeah, it doesn't exactly
What
stop.
happens if you take it too early?
Too early
Yeah.
without like any derm
I mean, I don't
consultation or
know.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Is it for acne?
Skin
What's it?
peeling. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
So tretinoin is for acne. That's kind of like one of the things they sort of like prescribe for it, but that's medicated, so it has to
I
be
see.
yeah. But with the retinol, it's very much like over the counter. You can go in and like
Mhm.
all brands of it, depending on the potency. And as said does is you're supposed to ease yourself into it. By that I mean like first week you try it once, second week twice, third week 3 times. And most of the brands are pretty okay because it's like a 10% retinols. It's like a mixture of all like the big 3, but kids don't really know that. They see things online or on TikTok and they just go into like, oh yeah, this is gonna fix my
Mhm.
acne, or this is gonna fix my pimple, or whatever it is. And it's the main issue is because of like beauty TikTok, it's like it's targeting that demographic, and now there's like a ban because of it. So kids are not afraid of
Whoa.
anything. So if you've got like sons or daughters, at least see what they have in their cabinet. Just have a conversation.
Hmm.
Okay, that got too work related. But yeah,
Thanks,
just make
Wise.
sure it's not retinol or retinols or trinone or anything like that. If it's perfectly
Don't let
okay
them burn their
and they're
face.
teenagers. Don't, because it really does. It really fucking does. And you're only supposed to use like a small amount, but the way they're seeing it's like they're putting in their face like it's sunscreen, and that's a problem on its own.
Probably shouldn't be doing it when they're probably still in development, right?
So is there an alternative reason why else they would put it on besides trying to avoid acne? Is there like something else?
No, man, this
It's not
is beauty.
It's not so much like trying to. Yeah, go on.
Not bad.
This is insecurity, bro, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, all these like skincare products, the reason why they're like a big deal now is because of TikTok. And every TikTok influencer is like peddling this shit. And there should be kind of like some
Oh,
age restriction kind of applying for it. And again, most of them are in their 20s, so there's a reason why they're using these things. Um, but the demographic, on the other hand, is either mid-teen to like
yeah,
early
yeah, much
20s.
younger.
So that's yeah. So
Hey, folks, I don't mean to
is
be a
that like a
party
reason for
pooper.
it? No. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're almost at 2 hour and a half now, and it's past 12, so we will need to wrap up soon. Um, I don't know if we forgot to mention anything at all about the updates that we talked about. But if there is anything, last minute words you want to share or anything, just wanted to give you
Oh,
a heads up.
Lex, the Art Saver is working now with 100 chunks. So FYI.
Yeah, it's been stuck at 45% on my
Yeah,
end. I might do it all over, but yeah.
Yeah, start over
I-
and then do 100. And
Did-
yeah, I already got part 1 of the 6. So
Did you guys put your own addresses in there?
yes,
Download?
yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Downloaded all of your art?
yeah, I had to put the long string address. It does not accept Tez addresses. Well, should I say Tez domains? But yeah, mine's is stuck. I might have to start all over. Yeah, I'm doing my own first, and then and backing that up, and then I'm gonna start backing up the chain.
Nice.
Cool.
That's pretty neat. The retinal conversation aside, I don't even know why I brought it into space, but anyway, just came in to say that with Object's new updates, mainly the token page, I think that was like the main topic of conversation for the past couple of days, some improvements have been added on, and it's kind of like happening on real time, and that's mainly to the community feedback and Mech and the team working around the clock. So nothing is set. Everything is changing over time and hopefully for the better. If there's like anything that you want to pass on, just pretty much you can even DM it or leave it under the feedback that Mech and I have on our pages. With anything UI related, I understand it takes time, and it's an adjustment period. But I would like for people to have like an honest discussion about it, what you like, what you don't like. I don't want you to have like a crazy meltdown on the timeline. And if you do, please tag me, 1, so I can see it, 2, so I can record it, and 3, once it's fixed, so I can laugh at you. Yeah. And I think that's really all there is to it from my end.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it there. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to say thanks. Thank you to everyone who came up tonight, shared updates, questions, or just spoke honestly about where things are at or about socks. And as always, thanks to Kryptonio for helping keep these conversations moving and grounded. These conversations work because people show up, they listen to each other, and stay open to where others are coming from. So we'll be back next week with another episode of Tuesday Tezday. Until then, my friends, stay curious, stay connected, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining.